on one of the far pillars near the staircase that you entered from, Jonathan is just collapsed against the pillar, and it seems like his forehead is. It's like he's like dripping blood down the side of his face. So you do it? You jump into its mouth?
Yeah, jump into its mouth.
Alright, you all see Streaky facing down the remnants of a primordial deity. And he says, whatever was going on, do you say anything before you jump into its mouth?
I just yell out for the pizza.
He then jumps straight towards its mouth and kind of like dives inward towards the mouth, dealing 30 damage to it. As Makeshift deals 30 damage to his spine as he cracks his neck.
Oof.
And then you hear a voice speak from an indiscernible direction, and it seems to be a woman's voice. There's no point in trying to move away. In a place like this, distance is a meaningless thing.
And which god are you?
Such a pointless term to attribute to myself. A god is something that grants itself that name when it needs to feel superior to the other pointless animals surrounding it.
Oof.
Me, I am far beyond that. And that lump of dust that tried to call themselves your creator, the previous god of knowledge, they were no such creator. The idea of you is something that exists because I willed it so. I am your creator, and you will be my vessel eventually. What are you going to be doing in your downtime?
Brother, I am just going to rest. I am a damaged boy. I've been inside a worm's stomach. I'm going to go into my room and just rest.
Venold approaches the kitchen, scouring for food.
And he will start working on 1, Henry, 2, Shanti's ring, which was prior a spell refueling ring to be a ring of mind shielding. He will take off the strength infusion from his armor and create a pair of ogre power gauntlets.
Looking for the right hand of the guild, you kick in the door with all the wrath of a lightweight Kalishtar who's had a long day.
Could you at least have told me that I didn't have a father? That I'm some sort of weird concoction of outer god magic and some woman from the outskirts of Diriona? You couldn't at least have warned me somehow?
If I told you, would you believe me? I'm going to tell you something I figured out on my own. Stuff just happens and you don't get to say in it. One moment you just exist. And you can't control that.
You hear it start to make sound, and you hear a voice come through it quite clearly. What's going on? Is something wrong? Well, based on legend, it should contain the afterlife.
Eric, is that Shanti? Tell her hi for me.
Is that Kara?
Oh. Yeah, that's Kara. Kara goes to do that. Probably going to break down my door to try and learn the recipe as well. And... oh, yep, see? Already here.
Oh. The other... I'm sorry. Levert.
It's alright. There's not really much point in apologizing now. However, deep in my heart, I felt a yearning for something that I've wanted to say to you for so many years. Gamarand. Of course, I forgive you.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, welcome to Untold Realms Rise of Vestia.
Well, come.
Untold Realms, Rise of Scum.
Welcome.
Come! Ah!
Welcome to the Cum Zone.
Oh my god, already.
Don't make me play it.
Not even a few minutes in, we're already demonetized on YouTube. Good job, everyone.
Only parts. What? We didn't say a curse word.
We said come multiple times.
No, okay, here's the thing. It's only the first 15 seconds. It's obviously the intro was the first 15
Yes, not we said
seconds.
C-O-M-E. Not
Yes.
C-U-M.
Yes. I came. to the doctor's appointment.
This is what I have to deal with, chat. Anyways, welcome back. We are indeed back, and we have a guest star with us today. Kitty, would you introduce yourself to the chat? Kitty?
Hey.
Kitty,
Did she die again?
Uh-oh.
makeshift already killed her off.
She's
I hit her with the
boy.
hammer.
God damn it,
No.
Mark, not again! Kitty!
This may occasionally happen, chat. Her Discord is being fucky a lot.
So is mine. Well, while we wait for Kitty to get back,
I have a
chat,
silver hammer.
proud of you. While we're waiting for Kitty to get back, I'm gonna warn you, chat. We're streaming on my laptop, which has not streamed since 2021. And if anyone was here during those streams, you remember how fucking scuffed they were. So,
Welcome back to our
Y'all
world,
toasted, guys.
Briar.
It's me a
The
fun time.
laptop streaming world.
I hate this world. Streaky.
Welcome to the gumbo.
So, if things crash or get really slow or mess up, blame it on the laptop. Yup, Kitty died. Oh no. God damn it.
Oof.
Come
Off
back.
to a solid start.
One
Also,
time.
my stream just caught up with it was still playing a recap until now for me.
Oof.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, well, welcome to what hell I'm living in. That's the hell I'm living in, chat. Y'all are
And as
probably
a side effect,
3 minutes behind. Yes, chat?
the laptop. What if I had this
I hate
Feel
you
like it-
so much.
What the?
signals?
I,
but
ha-
what
I
is there?
genuinely hate you. Why are you doing this to me? What have I ever done? I am an innocent little being.
Oh no!
Are
Oh no! In my room. Wait.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
tell Pango on you.
No,
Said
please.
to file my taxes.
Listen.
Not
I
that
think Ting
penguin.
will like me since-
Pango.
Oh, our Pingu. Okay, sorry.
Pango,
What is
not
happening?
Pengu.
Gun
Chat's
penguin.
audio.
There's too many damn
Jed
penguins
is
in this
doing it
goddamn
on
community.
purpose. Makeshift. He's pressing a button.
Okay, thank God.
The jet is living in the Philippines.
Yeah, oh my god. Alex is just now getting to the part where Kitty's dead. Oh my god. It is so far behind. I'm glad that I'm not actually streaming off of this goddamn thing. What the fuck?
Yeah.
My god,
Yeah.
I hate this. We had 2 things we were gonna mention. 3, actually.
Hello,
if we count
past.
me.
Okay,
Let me tell you the news.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ. First thing that I want to mention is, give me just a hot second to
She's a
make
new
the computer
player, right?
respond. Yeah, Kitty's a new player. We're
Player
bringing
6
her
has
in.
joined the
Yes,
game.
I'm gonna need you guys to give me like 5 seconds to do this. Hold on, please.
Yep.
Here we go. Okay. I've got this. That is the wrong... I'm this close to becoming a fucking villain. I really am. Please just do the thing.
We're paused.
In the meantime, chat, since you're in the past. There has been 20,000 more Chinese spy balloons.
Oh my god. Mars, no, don't scare them.
They blacked out the sun.
Oh my god. Okay, anyway, I want to show this off. This is Shanti's new art. The entire, like, bit of it. Hold on, let me just, bloop, make it, like, bigger. This is Shanti's new art. This is Shanti's new canonical look. I just want everyone to see it. Want to make sure everyone sees it. We're all good. That's
Well,
what she looks
we're
like
awesome.
now.
Awesome. Give me a few more minutes to be able to see it.
Right. Forgot.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys can go in the fucking server.
Yeah, she
Oh, yeah.
posted it.
Oh,
Look at the
yeah.
server, dingus.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Where is
That's a
it?
thing.
Is it table text?
Yeah, we've seen the art for a while now.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I forgot.
you've seen it because I sent it to you guys when it like first came to me.
Oh yeah, true.
It's only been in the server for like a week.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is Shanti's new look. She looks really nice. The dress is not canon yet, just because she doesn't have the confidence to go full booba yet, but she will. But this is eventually what she's gonna fucking look like. So.
But
Booba, very
Yeah.
nice. But right now
Mhm.
she's very much depressed and freaked out. So
All right, rule 34 on his gut now.
no.
Not
Oh
yet.
my god.
Listen, if you invoke the Rule 34 artist, they're gonna draw art of her fucking a Wendigo, and I'm not here about that right now. We're here
They're
about
gonna do it
depression.
regardless. They're gonna do it regardless. Let's be honest.
That's actually fair.
Damn.
Yeah,
I'd like to
I'm
see
just
Wendigo.
I'm just waiting
We're
for
here
my
about the
awesome.
Great Depression.
Yeah, surprise chat. This isn't D&D. We're just talking about the Great Depression now.
Yes.
Where was the other things Mars wanted to mention?
Henry
Okay,
Hoover,
right.
the president during the Great Depression.
We've got a wonderful announcement. We've made partner on YouTube. We can now monetize. Yay!
Yay!
As it has been and as it will be, any money made off of that will go directly back into the stream for art commissions, overlays, anything like that, emotes, blah, 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 stuff like that.
Yeah.
Second thing we wanted to do was we're going to work towards moving the streams over to the Untold Realms YouTube channel, which just recently hit 2,000 subs.
Woo!
Pretty awesome.
Fucking cool shit, brother.
2,000 people has seen Asim jump
We are
into a
gay.
worm and almost died.
That is true. It's actually a lot more than that, Streaky.
I know it is. Y'all told me the numbers are like good. My Asim's pain and suffering has brought us success.
Yeah. So we're working on moving the streams to the Untold Realms YouTube channel. So yeah, we're gonna work on that. Kitty's still not back. I'm a little worried. Oh yeah, for research, Alex, definitely. Research.
Research.
Yes.
Also, Alex, I didn't say it on a tweet, but I saw your tweet about your PNG tuber, and it's adorable.
Yes, I
Very
agree.
cute boy.
I very much
Yes.
concur.
Yeah.
Anybody have anything they want to talk about so we can stall for a few more minutes?
Yes. Moreover, your boy has been sneezing up a storm today, and I can feel one, right? Right now.
Oh boy.
Bless you.
So, do keep in mind that this stream is going to be quite scuffed in many ways, considering the fact that I'll have to occasionally mute to just, sneeze.
Please don't flashbang us. I'm begging you.
Like that.
Tell them about your favorite beverage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
My
So,
God.
I quite enjoy limeade a little bit too much. So my
Elaborate.
roommate actually messaged Briar and was like, "Hey, they're at a bar right now, and they just told the bartender, give me the most sour thing you have. You could just do 50% vodka, 50% lime juice, and that'd be good." And now they changed my name in one of the servers to makeshift limeade.
I still think it should be Lime Shift, but
Lime
that's
Shift.
just me.
Our
Lime Shift.
glorious
Lime Shift.
Lime shift. Our glorious lime god.
Oh,
God
and that
bless.
sneezing is also the reason I don't have face cam on, because I have a towel just over my shoulders so I can keep wiping my face. Shockingly
Is it
though,
that hot right now? What's going on?
I didn't catch COVID. This is a miracle, but also I'm vaccinated. Whatever.
Hell yeah.
But I am still sneezing quite a bit just from allergies because I cleaned my whole keyboard today and it looks brand new.
He do
It
be
was just dusty.
sneezing and coughing and being
He's a
sneezy.
sneezy boy.
Whew.
Sneezy boy.
Also, that one video where you jumped into the worm's mouth, or that VOD,
Yep.
17K pushing 18K views. That was...
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
My pain and suffering. I love it. I'll do more just for that.
I am begging you, please don't.
Listen, if it will be funny, I will do it.
We're gonna be using restoration spells on you. It's gonna be a fun
Yeah.
time. You know?
So many fucking restoration spells, it's not even funny anymore.
Listen, Azim is just the Genji of this entire game. Just, I need healing.
That's the wrong button. All right, no.
Oof.
Okay.
Ignore that.
Keep stalling for a hot minute. I'm going to put some voice filters on the mic real quick because it's picking up shit it shouldn't be.
Okay.
Alright.
And what else? I feel like there was one more thing about the Untold Realms channel that I was thinking of sharing. Oh, I guess I might try and start
Russian man.
doing more podcasts. What's this about Russian Man?
He is our new channel mascot.
Just some Russian dude.
Yes. There lived a certain man in Russia long ago. Take me by the hand, take me to the land. Yeah. Okay. What was that weird voice I heard? I think it was the wind.
Just
I feel like the
oh
first
my
few
god.
lyrics still like Ocean Man. The
Huh?
song they played on SpongeBob movie back in when was that?
Which SpongeBob
Oh.
movie?
Oh yeah, the first SpongeBob movie where it was
First
in the
Oh,
end
yeah.
credits.
There's more?
Yes. There's a
Yeah.
second one that came
There's
out
a
like
second.
years ago.
I'm that
Came-
old, I didn't know.
Came out pretty recently, like in the late 2010s.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
I am
I
being
think
yelled at.
Sorry,
What's
Help me
man.
chat.
What's it? Sponge
Oh.
out of water or something?
Okay,
Yeah.
I've got it. I think I fixed it. Okay. It's not picking up the mouse clicks anymore.
Briar was doing a quick sound test into my ears, so I'm. So while I'm
I
talking to
flashbanged him.
stream-
My apologies.
Oh, can they hear you now?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I was like trying to act like I couldn't hear them while I was like, chatting.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But anyway, yeah. Well, I was
Yasha,
talking with
any
the.
message from Kitty?
The internet just said, I'm gonna yeet down this bridge.
Oh fuck.
Ooh.
So,
Do we want
that might take a little while.
do we want to get started? Because I mean, her character's not gonna come in for a while now.
True. And worst case scenario, I guess I'm gonna improv the next session when they join.
Improv.
And oh yeah, so I might start doing some sort of podcasting, either related to D&D or not related to D&D. But that is something that we chatted about in one of the Discord calls. So that's possibly a future project you all might see.
We did. What?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, Mars. I don't remember this either. I might have been fighting with the PC.
Oh
Didn't we
yeah.
also-
I think.
Didn't we also say maybe some funny content? Like
I
our
mean,
characters doing shit.
that's all our content. It's
Actually,
us
Fair
doing
enough.
dumb shit.
before we start, Alex just asked a really cool question in the chat. On the mention
is
of a channel mascot, would y'all actually make a merch line as like celebration for a new sub goal or something like that? I'm trying.
I'd be down.
So we have our logo, which if you look up in the top left, is that left? Yeah, top left corner.
Is it just a Russian guy that says professional footage?
Oh, now I
Oh my
understand the
God,
joke.
that. We love you, sub that commented professional footage. Thanks, buddy. I don't remember your name. Anyway, we have our logo up in the corner that I designed, and I'm working on a design that is kicking my butt. It says "You do that" across the top, and then it says "Untold Realms." It's got our logo on it. And it's pretty
You
cool.
do that.
Oh my god.
It looks really cool. I'm just really bad with color. I do great with line work and shit like that. But color's really bad. I might have to reach out to an artist and be like, "Hey, can you give me some tips on this color? Because it looks like shit."
Briar, if you actually make
I-
clothing, can I be the model?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah. I'll make
I'd prefer to
make
the
really
art
good
Brennan
thirst
that
traps
wanted
like
to
I
join
do.
us for a session. However, she ain't here.
Yeah, that would actually.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's really. I could fucking ask her. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Okay. Fucking Christ. Oh my god. Okay. I think that's it. Do we want to?
Yeah.
Do we want to start?
Yeah.
Make shifters?
Chat.
Okay.
I have one thing to say.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Chat, pray that my pizza come in nicely this time because I'm trying to get. So hopefully it comes in nicely and not like last time.
Okay, I have to ask, did that ever get resolved?
Yes, I got all the money.
Fucking nice.
Yes. And I'm using that money to pay again another pizza.
I hope not from the same place.
It is from the same place.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what?
I mean, it
Makeshift,
wasn't the
I'm
pizza
handing it off
place
to
that
you.
fucked
No,
up.
it's not the pizza guy, it's the delivery person because
Oh,
the
that's
delivery person
right.
was a fucking idiot. I will
That's
say
right.
that because I trusted this place. This is a fluke delivery person. That was a
Gotcha.
fucking
Okay.
idiot.
All right.
Ah.
All right. Makeshift. Now I'm gonna hand this to you.
Word.
And we're going to get started on today's game of Untold Realms. Doodly 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 doo.
And so we begin, right where we left off. So for the last few days, all of your characters have been doing what they've been doing in their downtime. Zendel's probably been eating quite a bit of food. Azim's probably been doing quite a bit of recovery, what from being inside the stomach of a deity,
He's fine.
and, and nearly dying.
Nah, he's fine. It's an average Tuesday.
Brock and Sinead have been doing quite a bit of crafting in the meantime, like that one Iron Man scene where he's like hammering away at something in a cave.
Got a 18th century
What?
version of AC/DC going in the background.
Yes, like
No,
on a
it's-
loot.
wait, it's not even an 18th version of AC/DC. It's just Henry's elevator music.
Yeah,
Yes,
Anyone else hear that?
I heard it. I heard someone
She
joining.
came back.
and it
Kitty,
seems they're
welcome
back.
Okay, really quickly, hold on a hot second. Kitty, would you mind introducing yourself to the chat?
Oh shit. Yeah. Hello. I am Kitty or Death's Kitty or I
Hey
have
Kitty,
no name.
your mic is really quiet. Is there anything you can do to turn it up?
Not really. I'm
Oh
sorry.
shit.
I'm using data right now and using my phone's mic because
Oh.
my internet decided
Oh
to go to
god.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
we
wait.
cannot
Wait.
hear you at all. I have you turned up to 200.
Hold on. I think it might be working again. Oh my gosh.
We're holding on, sir.
I'm holding on
Okay.
to
Can do it.
We're holding on.
the cat.
You can do it.
We
I'm
believe in
holding
you.
on to this fart.
I'm
Oh my
holding on to
God,
my ad
shit.
cell.
You gotta
I'm
hold
ready.
on.
I'll be right back. I'm in the bathroom.
Okay.
I fucking love you guys.
This is the scuffed episode.
This is by far the most scuffed episode ever.
Yeah, like
Good
I don't
news?
think even the first one was this scuffed.
Good news, it
I-
went out smoothly, like air, like the atmosphere. Bad news, there's no air vent in the bathroom. So,
Oh my god, I hate you so much.
Yeah, there's gonna be. That's a bit.
Okay, you know what?
No, no,
While
boy,
she's
Timmy.
fighting with that, I'm going to hand it back to Makeshift, and we'll get there when we get there.
What if I light a candle in there? Wait, hold on. Okay.
Oh my god, Chet.
Blow up your home.
It's gonna erupt into a ball of fire.
He's fucking lit methane on fire.
So anyway, your characters have been finishing up with what they've been doing in their downtime. And it's probably been like a day or two, maybe like a day and a half, and you've all had a long rest, chance to recover all your spell slots and hit points.
Okay.
And you're now whoever is looking to go towards Diriona on this next adventure that Shanti has probably told most of you about.
Yes, she has.
Are you all ready to begin the voyage over to the mountain of Diriona?
Yes.
Okay, yes or no questions. I'll take yes.
Yeah, obviously, man. It's my fucking journey, of course.
Word. And so I'm gonna just say you all hop into one of the transportation vehicles that Vestia has on hand, and you make your way over to Diriona, which is not particularly far away. It's actually similarly close to it's only like a couple of hours, sort of like how Moratel Bay is really close by Vestia.
Yeah.
This is also pretty close by.
Well,
Unlike
it's a
Silnor's,
small
which is like a
country.
day
It's
travel.
like a small country, isn't it? Like, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Silnor's is mainly far away just because it's like not well developed roads.
Yeah.
And it is also a bit further.
Well, and there's also fucking windy boys in the forest.
Yeah, exactly. But the city is pretty close to the edge of the forest.
Fair enough.
So anyway, you're all en route towards Diriona. Is there anything you want to do before you actually make it to Diriona itself, or the doors?
I got nothing. Shanti's just extremely quiet.
I am just going to say that an aide gave Brock And Shanti something.
What?
Yes, she did that, giving you both one item.
Would you like to explain the item? Because I didn't. I need to check Discord. It's not going off, is it? Yup. Okay.
That's that streamer mode.
I need to fucking read all this. Holy shit.
Where is Mars in my DMs again? There.
Good question.
Okay, this is pretty cool. Thank you, Mars. Thank you, Sinead, for giving me this shit.
Thank
I
you.
love it.
Let me just input that
Uh,
into here slowly.
okay, should I read what it does, Mars? Or, like, are we keeping this a secret? I don't know.
Instead of
Just
having
describe the appearance of it.
Okay, Sinead gave Shanti a cool looking ass necklace that's got like a moon and some stars on it, and it's made out of gold and stuff. Kind of glows a little bit with some magic, and it does some pretty nifty shit, and I like it.
And you'll see what nifty shit it does in the coming VODs.
Yes. Sinead
yeah.
gave Brock a big ass armored gauntlet with, I think this is several green gems in it. Around, not the palm, the other side, the back of the hand. Which is most definitely magical. And it also does some nifty shit.
The new way to describe D&D magical items, nifty.
Nifty.
It's a magic item that turns all bees within a mile radius into a block of cheese. It's real nifty.
What the fuck?
Also, Kitty is here now.
Hi, Kitty.
It is muted.
Bye, Kitty.
Oh. No,
There it is. There
I'm
she
sorry.
is. There she is. Oh, shit.
Hi. My internet decided to came back. The gods heard my prayers.
Oh, thank God. Chat,
Ladies
this
and
is
gentlemen.
Kitty, our guest star.
We got him.
Hello.
Oh.
I am a person, yes. Hi. I don't really do much of the content making type except for art, but
Don't
She
you
is our
hate your
art
art,
gremlin.
ma'am?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't post it a lot.
One of our art gremlins.
Yeah.
We love our art gremlins in this house. But yes, Kitty is our guest
Art.
star for this arc, and we are very excited to have you.
I am very excited to be here. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yay. Okay.
Awesome.
Makeshift.
Word.
Take it back.
Now let's hope the Wi-Fi does not die again. So
Yes,
anyway,
I swear.
the party, as you're starting to, twist and turn through, you're kind of traveling through like, it's sort of like some outskirt bits of Silanoris. Like the forest kind of creeps over this way, so you did have to ride a carriage through some sparse forestry, like a pine forest that you could easily see like over 200 feet through. And you can start to get the impression of like the shadow of the mountains coming into view. But then there comes a point where the carriage kind of exits the like whole forest, and very promptly the shadow of the mountain of Diriona comes into clear view, and the whole surrounding area is much more barren of those trees, and it's more of like a grasslands kind of. It's got very little tree vegetation. It's just got like grass and bush style vegetation. But the very imposing figure of the doors of Diriona loom near the base of one of these mountains. And the whole range of mountains behind it kind of carries on. And you can't really see the top of it or like the end of the mountains from the side of it, especially just through these windows of the carriage.
The closer the group gets to Diriona, the tenser and more like, I don't want to say grumpy because she's not grumpy, but like she just gets a lot more anxious and a lot more tense the closer you get to Diriona.
You all see that. Seeing Shanti get kind of tense as you're getting closer.
Brock probably sitting like right opposite of her, or just put like a hand on like her leg and just say, "It'll be fine. We're all here."
She just
Mhm.
kind of gives him a little like look that just radiates the yeah, right kind of energy, but says nothing.
Maybe a good berry would calm you down.
Zendel cast Goodberry, and he now has a handful of berries.
I'm eating them as I
Oh,
offer
do I
them.
want to do this? I think it'd be really funny. Hold on.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, hold on. This is gonna be really funny if I could do it right.
That's what I thought with the worm.
If you're gonna fart, don't use my own spells
I'm
against
not
me.
gonna use your own spell against you. I just want to do something kind of funny. If the fucking website will let me see her character sheet. Thank you. Roll
It's
20.
gonna be a mushroom cloud of a fart.
No, she's not gonna fart. She's
Oh
a
my God,
lady.
mushroom.
Oh my god.
Ladies
Everybody
don't
knows
fart.
ladies.
It's gonna be me.
Yeah.
Women never fart. It's true. We
Also-
definitely never break wind.
Sinead, I assume you brought Jonathan along with you, right?
Sinead's not coming.
Oh, yeah.
She's working.
I forgot she's not in this arc.
Sinead's not coming.
Might be.
She
So,
has her
yeah.
shit.
She is doing her Iron Man arc.
Gotcha. So, Jonathan is definitely still back in Vestia.
Okay. Oh no.
Good
Oh
berry.
no, the pages, boys, the pages. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna
Pages.
use D&D Beyond for this because fucking Christ, it will not load her character sheet. When Zendel just now has a fistful of berries, she kind of looks at him for a second, cocks her eyebrow, holds out her hand, and also casts Goodberry. And now they both have handfuls of berries.
You do
Touche,
that.
woman. Touche.
She kind of chuckles and just like puts them in her bag of holding. And now she has some berries that will go bad after 24 hours.
Well, unlike her, I eat it right now.
Fucking Christ. What do they do?
You do that. Just eating a bunch of good berries. You feel. You feel
I don't know.
full.
Zendel,
yes.
I have to ask, were you hit on the head as a child?
Yes, by a mushroom. Perhaps not.
Uh,
We'll never know. I don't remember.
right. That part. My bad.
You know, it'd be really funny if I use detect magic on where we're going. Can we even?
On the giant doors of a fucking mountain?
You know, why not? I want to try it out. I never
Alright,
used
you
this
know
spell.
what? Who am I to stop you?
It's just
Sure.
gonna be blank. I swear it's gonna be blank. But why not?
For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. You sense magic in this way. You can use your action to see a faint
Oh, it's
aura
10
around
minutes.
any visible creature.
Perfect.
Yeah, sure.
All right. I
So-
walk around with detect magic.
You see the faint aura of a magic outline around most of your party members who have. Actually, I'm pretty sure all of your party members have some kind of magic in them, including Azim, because he has, like, Interna's knowledge coursing through him.
Mhm.
So, you see kind of the faint auras that match their color scheme all around them. And just for the sake of simplicity, I'll say that you can also see a bit of an opening for the doors of Diriona,
Oh.
even though you're still more than 30 feet away from those.
Well. That was cool.
What
Moving
was
on.
cool?
We're still on the carriage, right?
Yes.
Or are we only? Damn it! I can't roam. But all right.
You're probably like
Oh, yeah.
maybe 5 to 3 minutes away from just being up towards the stairs that lead to the door.
Yeah, there goes my idea of flying. But okay. All right, and I just go on standby until we reach the doors. Then.
You do that. And after a few minutes. Yeah, what's up?
No, just I love you, Jet, man.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, look,
No,
it's
no,
magic.
no,
You're
right.
glowing.
Yeah,
I can see you through a wall.
yeah.
And I will speak to the carriage to be like magic. I don't know. We can lift all of us, but who knows? But let's just go. Let's just go. I was gonna fly around. But we're that close. I'm not gonna. wee around the castle and maybe hit a wall, but I'm not. It's gonna go directly inside. As I hope. Maybe. Go
You
on.
What the fuck goes
you hear-
on in your head?
You hear
fun
the
stuff.
carriage driver knock on the wall and from the other side of the carriage and just go, yeah, no, this thing can't fly. It's a regular carriage.
Shanti just puts her head in her hands and just rubs her temples.
Yes. Focus your mind. Feel the
That is
magic.
an interesting idea to do, though. Might have to make that at some point. Once I actually have time, that is.
You're not allowed to put anyone in it until it's tested.
How am I gonna test it without someone in it?
I don't know. Make a person out of straw bags or something. You cannot put someone in a flying carriage.
I am joking. We have enough golems that can do it.
So just reading this
Although-
I'm
book.
sure there's an
most of
ethical
them.
problem with that as well, but I'm not going to be the one to get into it.
You feel the carriage come to a halt as the pair of horses at the front stop walking. And out the window you can see the looming figure of the stairs leading up to the mighty doors of Diriona.
As
And
Shanti exits the carriage, she looks just... She normally looks pale, but like this time it's like bad pale. Like
Oh, I can't notice.
blood
You're still
draining out
glowing.
of the face pale.
You're probably still glowing. There you go.
What the fuck?
You do
I
that.
love you, Jet. You're fucking hilarious, man.
And a nice kind of chill breeze is blowing through the air as like the shadow of the mountains, keeping everything cool around you.
Hmm.
And Jet, you can see that the door, that faint magic aura, just based on experience of because magic kind of has a flavor in this world where it's like a bit color coded. Like Shanti's is this sort of like light blue / like white.
Mm-hmm.
The doors have this almost like dusty old. It's like they haven't had a spell cast on them. They're just like so old. They're emitting just a bit of magic.
Ah, great. So it's old magic. Well,
Diriona
it
is
aged
very
so much
old.
it had magic in it. Is that how it works? You get old enough, you become magic.
Kinda. When things are just so old, they have like an ancient aura about them. Won't do too
Probably
much.
the
But,
other way around. You don't get old if you aren't magical.
Like that one muffin
I
that
don't
fell under
like
my
that
table.
that's
and-
accurate.
Oh. Mushrooms again. Yes, breathing. Breathing is nice.
Are there like any guards or anybody we have to talk to enter the city, or are they just wide open for the taking?
The cold
The
breeze says otherwise.
The entrance doesn't seem too busy right now. It's a pretty calm time right now, from what you understand, because you can see the doors are shut. So that means that the smaller entrance at the base is probably the only part that's open. Usually, when it's very busy, the big doors are open. So this isn't exactly rush hour. It's like early in the morning. Nobody's really.
Does that mean
Too
we have
much
to
there.
open the doors?
I don't know. Maybe you'll find out at the top of the stairs.
All right.
Fine,
I
I
walked-
go up the stairs.
All right. On
One
3, we do
thing
mage
I hate
hand.
about this place.
What he's
Stairs everywhere.
oh,
Or-
his poor little legs.
Oh, no.
Asm, are
Can
you
I attempt
following us?
Carry
Yeah, I'm following.
Okay, good.
Arthur was
Attempt
kind
to
of just
carry
like meditating while in the carriage, but then
Just fucking riding on the top of the carriage, just fucking
No,
Oh. Inner
it was
peace.
there was not enough
Meditating on the
space, so he
goddess
just
of
hung up
running.
there.
And the carriage driver seems to just be like grooming the horses with some sort of brush. So he's just kind of chilling there. It looks like he's probably gonna leave soon.
Hmm.
And you make your way to the top of the stairs. And you see that there is a little bit of like you can see kind of a steady stream of people, but it's like it's over such a big area. There's maybe only like 10 people total who are outside the doors, but they're like walking away towards like probably some villages they live nearby, and maybe there's like a few walking in, but there's no need to have the big doors open. And you see a few dwarf guards standing both at that smaller entrance and also at like some side entrances that seem to have like they seem more improvised, like they're sort of guard entryways with like just metal grid fencing.
So it looks like TSA at 5 a.m. Gotcha.
Ah,
Yes.
great. One question is Azim still on that carriage?
No, it's with you.
No, it hasn't followed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'm gonna just get in line to go inside, I guess. I don't... Shanti just
All
looks
right,
like
you-
she does not want to be here.
That's
Just
perfect.
like
You're
TSA.
online. And the usual routines would have online is I go out there and take a piss. All right. Anyone else want the snack center? No? Yes?
Wait, what are you
Um,
doing?
I'm going to the nearest bush and taking a piss. We're online, the usual routine. You
Okay.
gotta
You go take your piss, buddy.
and I take more mistletoe good berries while I'm at it.
Oh my god.
You do that, finding a suitable bush to take a piss in.
Yes,
Up in the
grow
mountains,
mushrooms.
the most suitable bush is
Feed
like
upon
4
them.
sticks and a leaf.
We're not playing a survival crafting game. Not yet.
God damn, you need to craft your own bushes.
What a shit
Yeah, I
crafting
know.
game, man. Okay, makeshift. What?
Objective updated piss.
Oh my god. Alright, what are we doing?
Whatever you want to.
I
Just
got in
doors in
line.
front of you.
I got in line.
Oh.
I'm ready to go inside.
You're
I
in
don't
line.
want to be here, but I have to. The
Oh
Azim, do you
yeah,
wanna-
there's
fucking outer
There's
god
hard-
told me so.
there's hardly even a line. There's like one person who was ahead of you. There was just
Oh,
10
I
people
thought-
kind of around.
I
Great.
thought it was like a long carnival line, and I was like, oh, okay, let's wait.
Just
No.
like TSA.
Fucking TSA, man.
'Cause I was fully prepared to just make a mushroom chair. I'm like, hey, y'all want a seat? And like,
You can see that that there was other paths that lead directly to this kind of stone platform you're on. So it looks like carts with lots of cargo are meant to go there, whereas the place that your carriage went to was just meant to drop off people.
Damn, discrimination against carts.
Damn.
Yeah.
Burn the city to the ground.
And as you're getting closer to the doors, I assume all of you are now walking
Yeah.
towards the doors.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, we are.
Agree.
As you get closer, you can see one of the dwarves is just holding like a halberd, whereas another one, like both on the either side of the door, have like halberd weapons, whereas another one who's near the entrance just seems to be holding a clipboard. And he like looks up for a moment and sees you, and he kind of starts like waving at you in like this sort of like hold on, slow down motion. But he's not like saying anything. He's just like doing a hand wave.
Shanti kind of stops and just looks at him for a moment. Doesn't say anything and just kind of looks at Brock and then looks back at this dwarf.
They have their protocols. It's annoying as fuck.
I remember.
One of
And
the
you're-
many reasons why I don't miss this place.
As the people in front of you kind of shuffle forward past that guy, you hear him call over like, "Hey, what was that?" And he's pointing over towards Brock.
Oh, look.
L-
Caught already.
Leader of the Artificer Guild of Vestia. We're here on official business.
Huh. He like looks you all up and down, and I assume that's the entourage back there.
Yep. That's the entourage. Some of them are also leaders of guilds.
One of them. The others are just here because I asked them to be here.
Or your adopted children, remember?
He doesn't need to know that.
I know. That's why I'm not saying it. That's why Shanti's just looking at you.
You see him take a like really thick cigar out of some holster he has near him. There's like 3 others in the holster. Puts it in his
Ugh.
mouth and he snaps to light a little flame up against it. All right. What's their names? I gotta put them on the list.
Brock. This is Shanti. This is Zendel. This is Azam. What is that? Everyone we have?
Henry.
Yeah. Oh, right, and that's my golem, Henry. And somewhere is my bird, Betsy. Where the fuck are you? And you just hear cawing from like way above. It's like, yeah,
Like,
she's there.
He looks up. Got familiar. All right. Don't worry. Those don't necessarily have to be registered, but I might as well put it on the list just to be safe. All right, and the one with the mushrooms growing off him, where's it from?
You're from the Golden Plains, right, Zendel?
Yes. The Golden Plains.
Well, I guess that's better than Silnoris. You see him scribble away something. All right. And how about the one in the hood there?
He's
Yeah.
from Mortel.
He's from Mortel Bay.
Still better than Silnoris. He scribbles away again. And how long do they plan on being in the city for?
Less than a week.
All
If
right.
everything goes right.
God, I hope so.
Thank you, Brock. And you are all clear for entry. Have a nice day in Diriona. And keep your heads low.
Shanti kind of gives him a very odd look and is just like, head low? Whatever, okay. And she just kind of shakes her head and just walks on.
Have a nice day. And I wing, like, gesture everyone to come on and like to keep walking. I just start walking myself.
As you're walking, you hear the dwarf from behind just go, all right, next. And he drones into the background. I assume you all walk in along with Shanti and Brock.
Yeah.
Jet Zendel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Word.
Jet Zendel. Like they're not the same person.
Oh my god. A lot of names to keep track of. As you do that, you feel it's sort of like this gust of wind as you're traveling through these doors. And these doors are like multiple feet thick. They're, or for you Europeans, like 1.5 meters thick. They're some hefty doors, and just this like small door carved out of the bottom is opened up to be like a regular sized doorway, but still pretty big. Enough for like a cart to fit through if it needed to. And you kind of pass through, and this gust of wind is coming from behind you, as it seems like air is kind of being sucked in through just like heat transfer. And as your eyes adjust to the new light underneath the mountain, you see before you a very impressive city. It seems that buildings of like living spaces as well as business fronts seem to be carved into pillars of stone, and almost like they're conjoined with the mountain itself. And just from this entryway alone, it's hard to tell if there's like a top or bottom to these places. And you seem to be on a very sturdy and mighty bridge that leads towards what looks to be the heart of the city.
Shanti looks very uncomfortable as she is once again back underground and does not like it.
And then, as you're all, as you see that, and like the wonders of the city surround you, you notice there seems to be a lot of dwarves gathered around some part of the bridge, and they're all looking at what looks to be a cart of some kind. It's a very odd-looking cart, too. It's like kind of short. It looks very different than any other you've ever seen. There's no like horses attached to it either.
Kind of want to see what this
Oh
looks
my
like.
God.
Shanti kind of gently taps Brock on the shoulder and gestures to it.
You also see some very odd looking cart that's like very smooth and rounded looking. Almost like it's not made out of wood.
Oh god. I think I know.
What is it?
No, that was
Oh,
player.
okay, that was
not,
you.
Not
Okay.
Brock.
Mabi, brother. Mabi.
I'll say you want to take a look at that.
I'm not much for rubbernecking, but kind of.
Alright.
And you do that. As you get closer, though, you see the ground in front of you seems to like makes kind of like a cracking noise. And it seems like some green light starting to spill through a crack in the ground. And then
What
you see
the
a hand
fuck?
reach up through the crack as it widens.
Can I push it back down?
Just step on it.
Give me a dexterity saving throw. Oh, give me a athletics check.
All right. Where's my character? There it is. Athletics check. Athletics check. Whatever. All right.
Do it.
Poor. Athletics. Ah, god damn it.
What did
You got a 12.
Not bad.
You see a hand shoot up through some green light in the stone ground. And you immediately like step on it to try and jam it back
Oh my
down.
God.
I like slide it. Its fingers are on the floor. I'm like, shh. I step at the light, put it back down. Shh, go.
And through the light coming through the ground, you hear a voice go, "God damn it! Who's doing that?"
Zendel, stop
And then
it.
quickly you see another arm shoot up from underneath the light, and then a torso pulls its way through the ground.
I disengage. Back the fuck away.
Disengage.
Engage. And you see Elric appear as he pulls his torso up through the stone ground.
Oh my
that
God.
your portal made.
Shit. I go behind the crowd and like, oh, damn, no one did that.
Shanti kind of looks at him for a second, her eyes widen, and she looks between him and Brock and just starts remembering what Brock said when she got back from his vacation. It was just like, shit, fuck.
Did all of you just see somebody step on my hand? Oh, sorry. Anyway, hey everybody. It's good to see you again.
Hello, Elric.
Want to go first?
Brock, I'm glad to see you're in good health.
Shanti
Good
turns
to
to Brock
see you
and
as
gives him a
well.
look.
And he's like he's like smiling at you. He goes to reach out
Brock,
his hand
do
because
you
last
think
time
the
he saw
dwarves
you.
could make a Subaru?
Wait, is Kara here?
Yeah.
Let's go!
He like reaches out his hand to shake yours, and he's like, because like the last time he saw you, you were paralyzed. And he didn't know if you were alive. So he's reaching out his hand.
It's like, Brock, it's so good to see you again.
Oh. I think you know what that strength check is for.
Oh no!
Let me.
Contested strength check of hand squeezing.
I'll say that just works because he's not expecting it.
Oh my God!
So is that to
Maybe, like-
squeeze his hand or to like pull him down closer?
Dylan! You son of
Just to squeeze his hand real tight and make sure he doesn't pull back, and just say, I was hoping to see you again. I heard you and Shanti were up to some fun activities.
Brock!
He
I'm
pauses and
talking about the baking festival, not the other thing.
She gives Brock a murderous look. Like eyebrows like raised, fucking frown of all ages. Like this is that mom look when you've really fucked up.
You've been pushing too many pencils there, Brock.
She's just like glaring at
It's
him like,
coming from the
fucking
fucking
keep
dog.
talking.
You all see Elric look embarrassed for the first time, and he quickly just goes,
Yeah, the baking festival. I finally won against Gertrude.
Yes, I heard. Well done.
Okay,
I heard
but
she
what
was
about the Subaru?
Quite the character.
Oh god, that was
Oh yes, Kara has something to show you. It's this thing she.
Oh
Rob.
my god, the cart is a fucking Subaru!
Yep.
She shows up.
Kara appears behind Elric.
Please tell me that
She
Subaru
shows
enters
this
my
giant
filter
plan
too.
of all the parts of a Subaru.
She's holding up blueprints.
Why
They
do
look
I
real
have a feeling
complicated.
that's not supposed to be
In the
here?
dwarves, can the dwarves make Subaru?
Brock will like take one or two of the blueprints and just look at us like, what the fuck? What's this even supposed to do?
Have you let go of Elric's hand yet?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
he sees
You
blueprints,
grabbing-
immediately hold up.
It goes vroom
New
vroom.
stuff.
It'd be really funny if Brock started looking at the blueprints while having the toughest handshake. You know, like they're still attached to each other.
That's what I was imagining.
No, he lets go of the hands, immediately seeing, yes, invention. Distracted for just a second, it's like, what is this? What?
Let go of me now.
I have
And
a
you see
feeling
some-
that's not supposed to be here.
You see some fascinating blueprints here.
Can I tell what it does, other than Kara's description of go vroom vroom?
Okay, I have to ask, what kind of Subaru? Like, are we talking 1995 Subaru? Are we talking like 2024 Subaru?
Good question.
I swear, make it have cup holders, please.
It's a 2012 Subaru Outback.
That's okay.
my
Hold on, I gotta Google what this one looks like. Hold on.
Same.
I gotta Google the Subaru. Hold on.
The idea of a modern car in
In
this area.
fucking like 18th century Vestia or Diriona. Fucking Christ. 2012 Subaru Outback. We better get a fucking sponsorship out of Subaru now.
Has like the rhythm horn where you press
It's
one
a
button.
family vehicle.
Oh, it's a family van. Okay. I mean, this is not bad. I found a used one for $9,000. Let's go.
Great.
Hey.
That means we're going to the beach in that like family
We're going
van.
to the fucking beach.
We're gonna have a
Well, I
beach episode.
recognize it as the thing that is standing over there, which we were initially going to look at.
Yep. And
Okay.
you know, when you look at
She's
the
also canon. It is also canon that Kara caused the little.
Don't.
Wait, was it Beep the Little or Stuart Little? Wait.
She took the little mice from the Kia commercials and she gave that to Subaru.
Oh no, Stuart.
Oh my
have you
God.
done
So it is canon that the Subarus now have the mice.
Oh?
What is this? Earth
Wait.
2049? Jesus Christ. Okay, so
What does
Kara's
mice-
fucking around on Earth, apparently.
What does the mice do?
The mice from the Kia commercials, the one with the box cars.
Oh, those ones.
Yeah. Which, by the way, those aren't mice. Those are hamsters.
I haven't watched commercials
Same
in
thing.
years.
Yeah,
Do we see
same.
them? Are they
This
here
is
right
like
now?
2012 shit. Okay, it doesn't matter. The hamsters aren't here. The Subaru is, and Shanti is 99% sure it's not supposed to be here. And she's looking between the car and Kara, and she looks at Elric and just goes, "How the fuck?"
Apparently, she's quite good at engineering.
Wait. She made that? What does it do? It looks like a carriage, but there's no horses.
Yeah, it moves, but I don't really understand how.
It.
Something about using explosions?
What?
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I have no
Okay.
idea.
Well, either
Combustion.
way. Yeah.
And
Combustion. That's a.
How well do I understand these blueprints?
Yes,
Because I
so
know
what-
how a car works, mostly.
So when your
As
character
person?
looks at these, he sees how he can very clearly recognize like a design meant to be rotated indefinitely, but what he doesn't quite recognize is the cylinders on top, because combustion for momentum has not been like perfected yet in this world. So he can see how it's meant to like turn forever, and that spins the wheels. Like that part makes sense, but the engine strangely does not seem to be attached to anything else, which is very confusing.
Funny looking carriage.
Okay, if we don't get Brock off of those blueprints or that thing, he's going to be here for the next 30 years.
If anything, I'll take these back to the fucking workshop after we're done. But what? How do you make? What are these cylinders? How do you make this move? Like I can see. This is supposed to like rotate wheels. What are these made of?
Good
That's
question.
a weird looking fucking.
Wait, I got a
And
question.
I look over at the car and I was like, what is that material?
Zendel.
What's the question?
Yeah, what?
Did you make it obvious that you casted Detect Magic?
No.
No?
You just know
Damn
about
it.
You just know about it.
Oh, I know about
people
it?
in the carriage.
And
Well,
okay.
people in the carriage, yeah.
It's
Okay.
verbal and somatic, yeah.
Okay, so it's verbal, it's bad. She turns to Zendel and just goes, "Is there any magic on that thing?"
On the piece of paper that's a blueprint.
No, the giant fucking weird looking carriage.
Oh, I thought that was the. Oh. I channel, like, I look towards the card hard, like, and I, like, look at it close.
Yeah, you
And
don't
what do I-
feel any you don't feel any magic coming from this thing.
No, it's just a funny looking carriage. Card, whatever you guys call it.
Oh my god.
I wonder if that's goodie berry holders.
It's a Subaru.
Yeah, I
Can
don't know what that is
inspect the
either.
card?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
You
How
walk
long
over
are
to
we
look
gonna
at it.
stand here looking at a fucking Subaru?
It's really cool, though.
Yeah.
I know
this is
it's
not-
cool, but this isn't Untold Realms Rise of the Subaru.
Yeah.
This is fucking Rise of Vestia.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. Kara, go away.
Thanks to our new sponsor, Subaru.
Oh my god. We're gonna get fucking
I'm just thinking
demonetized.
Asim is just silently walking around the Subaru, just like poking at it, like touching the different textures of like metal and then rubber.
I have half a mind to leave them here while I go to the city hall.
What if I
you
cast
want
melt
to?
into stone and go in? the
Honestly,
Subaru?
yeah. Shanti just kind of like shakes her head and she turns to Elric and is just like, "I'll find you guys later." And she just starts walking into the center of the city.
All right. I'll catch up with you soon.
Can I go in the Subaru?
Sure.
Group A is with the Subaru. Group B is me.
I just think I don't know what a door is or whatever that thing. So I meld into the Subaru.
Oh,
You make it part of the way, like it feels like there's a layer of stone on it, but then you don't. It like stops. You like can't quite get into it.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Get in this thing. Like, what is this? I grab for the handle if I can. Like, what's this? I start yanking on it.
In the meantime, let's
Yeah,
do Group B, which is Shanti. Where are you going right now, Shanti?
I'm headed for the center of the city. I'm looking for like a courthouse or just someplace where they would keep records.
Gotcha. You do that, heading to where, heading to the center of town and going towards one of what looks to be a government building. It's labeled as like an archive building. It's not too hard to figure out which one does that.
Okay. I'm going to walk in to the government building, the archive.
You do that, seeing a hustle and bustle of dwarves this way and that, writing at their desks, and seemingly keeping track of lots of things. Seems like they're, most of them are like taking something from a stack of paper, writing something on it, then writing on a journal nearby, and then putting it in a different stack. And they're just like busy doing that.
Okay. Does there look like there's like a secretary or someone who just looks like they're there to just show people where shit is?
Yeah, there's kind of a desk off to the side that looks to be a person who isn't as busy as the people who are like writing a bunch of stuff.
Okay. I'm going to walk up to that desk. She's just gonna say, "Excuse me? I'm looking for family records."
Oh, pardon me. Just a moment. Who? What's the last name?
Molokova.
Okay. A, B, C,
Oh, dear God.
D. There we go. Malakova. Let's see here. And what are you interested in finding?
Living relatives?
Okay. Let's see here. Don't seem to have much else. I have name of a Shanti. Was that you, I presume?
She kind of nods her head.
Let's see here. And it looks like you have a mother.
She does not respond to that. Just stares at her.
Well, seems to be all that I have listed here. The record seems like it might be incomplete. Are you looking for somebody else?
My mother's name. Does she have a maiden name or any other records?
Sorry, honey, it looks a little sparse. These sorts of things tend to happen with bookkeeping. Sometimes the maiden names get mixed up, or somebody doesn't care to write them down, and you know how it is.
Right. Thank you for your time. And Shanti just turns around and leaves.
Would you like me to put in a request for the info?
How long does that usually take?
About 3 business days.
Sure, I guess.
Alright, I'll get to writing it up now, sweetheart. She just starts.
Jesus Christ.
Always watching, Miss Asti.
Have a nice day.
Shanti bows her head and just leaves, a bit dejected.
And you do that, looking quite dejected.
I don't want to go back to crazy Subaru land. Is there a place where there might be like artifacts or something like that where I might find things?
Yeah, there's a museum nearby that you know of.
I'm gonna try going in there and I'm gonna see if they have anything related to the landslide.
Yeah, you go there,
Okay.
looking around inside of it, and the receptionist, they kind of point you in the direction of some like record keeping. It's like a library inside of the museum.
Fuck yes, let's go, library. This is like where she thrives. Let's go.
Nerd.
I'm a
And-
fucking scribe wizard. Of course I'm a nerd.
While
You
you're
do
reading the
seem-
books, I've been studying the blade.
Oh my god. You do seem to find one book related to like there's like a section on like natural disasters that occurred within Diriona.
Okay. I would like to skim through that and see if there's any information on the landslide victims.
You skim through it and you find, based on just like alphabetical search of town names or like dates, after a few minutes, you pretty quickly find the event of the landslide outside Diriona's gates. And it does list the victims, and among them, you pretty easily find your mother's name. However, it is pretty sparse on like the causes of it. It just kind of says like a landslide occurred.
I'm suspicious. I would like to read the entire article. The entire entry. Everything on it. And is it just as sparse?
You read through it and it really just kind of seems like it was stating that a natural landslide occurred, even though you as character know for certain that like the Vestia city like artificers were clearly investigating something at the source of the landslide. So you know something's a little fishy with the idea that it was a natural landslide.
Are there any other books about like crime anything related to that specific landslide, or is this the only book that mentions it?
Probably nothing in like
Damn it.
the public archives.
Damn, I'd have to get access to the not public ones. Fuck.
Granted, you are a high up individual in a guild in Vestia. You might be able to.
I know, but I'm not sure how well Diriona likes her.
There is a dwarf who's nearby who seems to be one of the librarians, like organizing some books.
Okay.
They might know.
You know what? We're gonna try this. She does look different now, so maybe they don't recognize it's Shanti. She walks up to the dwarf and she kind of gently clears her throat and just goes, "Excuse me."
Oh, yes, ma'am. How can I help you?
I'm here on business for the Wandering Pool Guild. I was wondering if we could have access to the private archives.
Wandering Pool?
Yes.
Do you have any proof of your identification?
Oh, fucking Christ.
I'll just say you do in your bag.
Oh, yeah.
That would make sense.
She definitely does. It's just fucking annoying that she has to get it out. She kind of sighs and reaches into her bag and she pulls out a, like, what's it called? It's not a pendant. She pulls out a brooch with the Wandering Pool insignia on it and just shows it off.
He takes a close look at it and he kind of like moves a monocle in front of his eye to check it.
Ah, yep. That's authentic. You know, careful showing that thing around everywhere. Don't know how much everybody else would be glad to see you. Though, we here in the museum, we enjoy, you know, everybody, even outside the city. But, not everybody's so open-minded.
Thank
And
you.
he
And
like
she puts it away.
He waddles past you and like waves you over to a door on the far side of the room.
She follows.
He unlocks it and shows a darker area, and he kind of like lights a lamp and like walks further into it, and it does a pretty good job of illuminating the thing.
He goes, alright, so what are you looking for?
Landslides, specifically ones that might have happened 20 years ago.
Ah, let me see here.
He picks through a few of them and stops on this one, pulling out a book, dusting off the top of it a little bit, and he sets it down like a nearby desk with a lamp on it, and it's like, all right, that should be it.
Thank you. I'll shut the door behind me. And she sits and opens it.
Thank you.
And he waddles off.
Oh, fuck yeah, he's out. Yes, now I can snoop. What does this specific book tell me, though, first, before I go snooping?
You look into it, and as you kind of go to a similar page, where, you know, search alphabetically for the town name that you lived in, it seems like there's a lot of information redacted about this one, where it shows various information about, like, Vestia's investigation, but there seems like some details are blacked out.
I would like to try and gently pick up the book and hold just the page in front of the light coming out of the lamp.
You do that, and it's kind of hard to see what's there. Give me a. What kind of check would this be? I guess investigation.
Probably.
Check? Yeah, investigation check.
Okay, well, let me see. Investigation. What one is that? And I'm currently wearing Mars's necklace, so that goes even higher. Intelligence. That's a +8. I had to calculate that real quick. That is indeed a +8. Ah, fuck yeah, 19.
Nice. As you hold it up, you're able to make out some of the details that are showing through it. And one of which seems to be like. There's an image that's been fully blotted out, but you can see what looks to be the silhouette of dwarves who are like standing around something. And it seems like some sort of kind of cylindrical shapes. It looks like there's like a row of them, but it's hard to make out the details of what they are. It just seems to be like this row of almost like bowling pin cylinders, not the candle pin like curvy ones, like the just weird cylinder ones that don't look very cool.
I do not
can
know
see
what
those.
bowling pins you're fucking talking about. I'm sorry.
They're not.
Hold on, I'll Google.
they're just-
We have the power of the internet at our hands. How do you spell cylinder?
Oh my god.
Oh, I got it. Cylinder bowling pins. Oh, candle pins. Okay.
It is candle pins?
Yeah,
candle
it's
pins.
candle pins.
What are the other ones called? Duck pin. Oh, that's so dumb. 10 pin
Spend
and
a whole
duck
minute
pin.
looking up candle pins.
Okay, so those were candle. Okay, you see them? They look kind of like candle pin bowling pins.
Okay. Now I'm super suspicious because most of the time she's just been told, "Oh yeah, it's a fucking landslide," because that's what like the public knowledge of it is. Anything on the victims in this one?
This one also has a list of the victims of the landslide, same as before. But it also lists some of the like volunteers who helped with the cleanup. But it also has a section listing like there's another like blacked out section that says like Vestia : followed by like a list of names.
Suspicious. Is there any other redacted parts? Maybe something that would like, I don't know, give clues as to who might black this one out? Like why this is being redacted?
Based on how much stuff is redacted, it seems like all of the names in the Vestia section were redacted, so it might be that Vestia just didn't want this information getting out. It might be that Diriona didn't want Vestia credited in any way. It's hard to tell based on that, but it seems like most of the information that's blacked out is specifics about what caused the landslide, but this one doesn't say that the landslide was natural. It does clearly state that like it's just a landslide that devastated the city.
Okay. Definitely getting a little bit sus here. So there would be nothing listing like victims or next like, well, there is a list of the victims' names, but there's nothing like next of kin or anything like that.
No, there isn't anything like that.
Shit. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay. I'm gonna put that book away, and then I'm going to look around for anything that has the name Molokova in it.
You do that, looking around for anything that seems to have that name. And by searching through those, you eventually find a section that's like family names. Yes. And there is eventually found to be one that's like Molokova.
I would like to look through it and see if anybody in there is living.
It's pretty sparse. It just seems to be like a brief list that was like kind of. It seems like there's really early ones like further back that are redacted, and they don't have the name Molokova, so it's probably like other family names that got redacted from it.
I want to see. I want to hold those up to the lamp.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see it. Come on. Shit, I forgot what this number plus this number is. Calculator.
Mathematics.
Basic math, something Briar can't do. God, everything is so fucking slow! I miss my rig.
And the blacking on these ones seems to be... It seems like it's a different material blacking it out, like it's more thorough.
Oh, shit. The thicker ink. My worst nightmare. That's a dirty 21.
Dirty 21?
Yeah.
You look at some of them, and it's like... The ones that are blacked out seem to be like the generations of like great-grandparents and beyond. And they just don't really seem like they have any connection with you, like they're so far back. You're guessing they're probably... And all of the last names are like not the same, so... It's probably that some families paid to not have, like, your family name associated with theirs anyway. So they, like, erase it from records. Yeah.
Who would do that? Is it all, like, one specific last name or just a bunch of last names?
It's, like, a handful, but it's, like, generations back, so it's...
Okay.
It's hard to tell
So
how much
anybody that would have
significance
done
it would
that
have.
is, like, dead by now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm guessing most of the people in the, like, current generations are indeed dead.
Yeah, it shows next to your mother's name as well as, like, names that seem to be grandparents. They're also just listed as, like, deceased.
Fuck.
And yours does not have the listing next to it.
Damn it. Shanti kind of... She just gets angry, she huffs, and she puts the shit back and just... I don't know what to do at this point. And she kind of just rubs her face as she sits there, and it's just like... They had to have stuff. Like, dead people have shit. Where would they have taken that shit?
Good question.
I don't know how dead people work. I don't know how this works. Shanti gets up.
Law system.
What'd you say?
Depends on the law system if you're asking it for IRL stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
I don't know how it works in either system. She gets up, takes the lamp, snuffs it, puts it back where the dwarf came for, and she leaves, closing the door behind her.
You do that.
And she leaves the museum entirely as well.
You do that again. Meanwhile, Group A.
Fucking Subaru group. God damn it.
The best
Kara,
group.
I just move this lever from P to D and pull this thing down. And I step on that thing.
No.
No.
Half you have to
What do you
turn the
mean?
key thing.
The Pendle.
Aslan was getting spooked by the
I
noise.
turn
It's
on
like,
Nearby, there's a lot of dwarves who are just kind of like standing far away and watching because they're interested.
So I go past that 2 cones, right?
he's doing a DMV test?
What's this? I
Yeah.
understand.
Okay, put your foot on the brake
No.
What?
Which one's the break?
and put the
What's the
stick to the
break?
D.
D.
The one in the
Oh.
middle.
Okay, that's it. All right. It is on the D symbol.
Give me a intelligence check.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I was waiting for him to like, hey, check.
If it fails, can I at least talk to Elric for like a few seconds before this happens?
Yeah,
12.
sure.
Okay.
All right, you move it to the position that seems about right.
What does this button do? And a gust
Okay.
of wind Just gust of cold
Now
wind.
slowly.
Okay.
Press the pedal. To the right.
I floor and I
Oh no.
gently touch the pedal.
Give me a dexterity check.
Okay.
Oh,
my
God.
God.
Eyes through the window.
Oh no.
Oh no. What was it?
So
I can't see the
it was
computer.
a 6.
No.
So outside the car, Brock and Elric are talking. Brock, what do you say to Elric?
Oh god. Hold up. Give me just 1 second.
Oh, and Azim, are you
Activate
inside the car?
bad mode.
Are you in the car right now, Azim?
Put
Or are you
Azim
out
in
of
the
the car?
backseat. Put Azim in the backseat.
Okay. What would be funny? Either as I'm in the backseat or on the roof of the car.
Ooh. The roof.
Yeah.
Oh, do the roof because then they wouldn't realize he's there and he'll just boom, fall off.
Yes. I'm
Okay,
just thinking
he's-
Asim is just on top, like, just like jumping on it, checking the dispatches, like, oh, this is fun.
You sit on the roof facing forward, kind of under the impression that this is how this carriage works. Like you're on the top of it. You've seen people sit on the
Yeah.
top of carriages.
Yeah.
And the front is facing towards the gates of Diriona, and the back of it is like towards the town.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Elric and Brock are outside.
Uh-huh.
So Brock is still holding the blueprints, probably, and just nudges Elric with like an elbow and says, "So, Elric, you and Shanti,
Oh dear God. Here we go.
Oh no.
Yes. He
you
looks
do
nervous.
realize that if you do anything to hurt her, I will put your jaw in your ass."
In the distance, you hear meow.
The
car passing by.
Asim's just holding on for dear
He-
life on the roof.
He just says back, yes.
Inside the car, you hear like Guns N' Roses
Sir.
playing, struggling.
Trying to figure out how to turn the radio off. Fuck.
There's like some
Oh,
music kind of coming from it, and the lights are blinking. Like some wiper things streak across the windshield.
No, it's the song that's playing in the car is Black Betty. Oh, Black Betty.
Is there anything else that you say to Elric?
Or we reach collision.
Put your jaw inside your ass.
Oh god. He'll just look back on the blueprint and say, "Good. As long as we're all in agreement and understand each other."
Sorry, I'm sneezing a bunch right now.
Bless you. Do you need me to repeat it?
He responds and just goes, I understand.
Oh my
God. We got one.
Elric just sneezes in Brock's face.
Oh my god.
Power move.
Roll for
Power word
sneeze.
sneeze.
He responds and just goes, yes, I understand.
Alright. He will continue to try and decipher how the fuck this thing is supposed to move. Like, what drives this?
Speaking of Shanti, we should probably go see what she's up to now. Hey, Azim. And right as he says that, that intelligence check from before,
Where you were told
Excellent.
put the car in drive. You tried to put it in drive.
No. Oh no.
Oh no.
You put it in reverse. And that
Oh,
that dexterity check to be gentle on the pedal. You try to be gentle, but you've never touched a gas pedal in all of your life, and neither has anybody else.
What?
And you go zooming backwards, and all the onlooking dwarves just like look as the car just goes in the direction they did not expect it to go. And Azim, give me acrobatics check to stay on top of the car as it
Oh,
lurches backwards.
Please let me have this. Out of all the things I want to go right, please let me.
Nat one.
Okay, which you want? Acrobatics?
Uh huh.
Okay. Oh, I have proficiency in that. Hold on.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah, that's much better than I thought.
You lurch forward, but manage to stay on top of the car as it's zooming backwards.
He's
Hell
holding
yeah.
onto the fucking
I
window.
hold up a card. It says
I'm like-
9.5.
That is
I'm gonna-
reverse not drive.
I'm gonna assume like that wasn't that good of a throw. I'm just thinking like he slips a bit, but like grabs onto the edge, like
Yep.
yeah.
I open up a. Sorry.
Zendel, give me a dex check to see if you can hit the brakes.
Wait, I got a better idea.
No.
Oh?
How do I open a
That-
window?
Wouldn't that have to be like a intelligence to know which is the brakes?
You press
There's
this
only
button
two.
right here.
I open the window. I put my arm out and I just like remove a bunch of mushrooms, throw at the back of the car, and I use plant growth.
Oh no!
The spell channels vitality into plants within a specific area. There are two possible uses for the spell, granting either immediate or long-term benefits. If you cast the spell using one action, choose a point within range. All normal plants in a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown. A creature moving through the area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves. You can exclude one or more areas of any size within the spell area from being affected. If you cast the spell over 8 hours, you enrich the land. Okay. You do that, throwing some mushrooms behind you, and they quickly swell up to cartoonish proportions. And
Kara
the
is
car,
just going to smash on the brakes for him.
you do that, reaching through a teeny tiny portal. You jam your bird foot on the brakes, and as you do that, the car slams backwards. Azim, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I was waiting. Okay, dexterity. Hope this works. Hey.
You manage to hang on to the car once again and not go flying into the mushrooms.
Hell yeah.
And so, all the onlooking dwarfs see all that going on, the big pile of overgrown mushrooms that would have stopped the car, and Azim staying on top twice, and they just kind of give a round of applause.
10.
Elric, what's the chance that could have killed someone?
Okay, so you see these stands for drive. Forward.
high.
Okay. Forward.
R stands for rewind.
Rewind. You go back in time.
P stands for please don't move.
You're begging cart to not move. You naughty fellow. All right, and
Azim is just
what does
on the
N
roof,
stand
like
for?
Okay, now put it on the D.
ooh.
I shift to D. And I hold both of my hands on the ship's steering wheel.
You do that?
And
How slowly?
slowly, I give it a little love tap. I give the.
Remove your foot off the brake and put on the gas.
I slowly remove my foot and give it a little love tap on the accelerator. Accelerating.
Having learned your lesson about how sensitive this thing is, you very gently press down on it, and the car slowly moves forward and starts picking up a bit of speed.
Self-driving carts. Self-driving carts. I attempt to move right by slowly turning the wheel red.
You do that, and the car starts to arc on this bridge as it turns.
I make a full right and I make it just go in circles.
You do that, turning the car all the way around.
Yeah. Now what, Mars? Kara, tell me what must be done.
When are we going to Tokyo Drift
Okay.
this thing?
Now let's go out into an open field or whatever away from people.
All right. No.
What the fuck?
From
Are we just
How much?
forgetting the reason we're here?
How much of this does Brock hear?
It's always
like,
Subaru.
all the way out from the car.
They're pretty far away. You can't hear them talking.
Oh shit!
We're just a chaotic group in a Subaru. Just going
see
on.
it- Town
From
Central
knowing how-
seems pretty
From
big
knowing-
and open.
No,
knowing how to
no,
yes.
I go at 2 miles
Okay,
per
just
hour.
do a few laps.
I do a few laps. I've learned how to turn, and I've been careful with it.
You do that, going very slow at like a walking pace with the cart or with the carriage that self-propels. And Elric's gonna start following along.
I start
Well,
playing
what
Get Low
kind
in the
of
middle of the
pull
tunnel.
away
Makeshift,
the
let me know
blueprints?
when they're like in the town center, because I'm standing outside of the museum being grumpy and pondering shit.
Gotcha.
So
And
let me
Brock,
know when they're within sight.
Yeah. And Brock, I assume you follow the car as well.
Yeah. I
Okay,
kind of
just
put away
slowly
the
increase your
blueprints
speed until you're comfortable.
and just look at it, ready to cast spells if need be,
I
so it
slightly
doesn't
increase.
destroy anything.
Slightly
Nice.
increase the
You slightly increase the speed.
I make 1 lap.
And after a few minutes of that walking pace, Shanti, you see that carriage from before pull into like town central, like in front of the Capitol buildings, still with plenty of dwarf faces like turning to look and see what's going on.
Hmm.
And you see Elric and Brock following close behind the car.
I'm still on the roof.
Give me,
Oh yes, you see that.
give me a
Yeah.
hot second. I'm thinking about doing something, and oh, yep, I'm
Asm's
gonna
on
do
the
this.
roof, thinking
Yeah.
he is the one driving. Oh no!
Yeah. I'm just on the roof, just crisscross applesauce, just like.
Oh my god.
You got them
Okay.
invisible horses.
Yeah.
What is
I'm about to
Parallel.
fuck y'all up.
Oh god.
Oh?
Speed.
Let me just see if I can open Shanti's thing again. Let's pray that Roll20 is nice to me. Please. Please let me have this. Please, Roll20. I need my spells, please. That's all I need. Just my
No.
spells. Please. It's trying really hard. Oh, it's moving.
Oh.
It's moving. You can do it. I believe in you. I'm believing in the
Yeah.
me that believes in you. Come on.
Yeah.
Do the thing. Do the fucking thing, please. You did the little D20 animation. Please. It was doing it. It was. Okay, fuck this shit. Makeshift.
Yes.
You know the spell Spike Growth?
Yes, I love that spell.
I am going to cast that in front of the car.
It's the
Ooh.
police.
You cast that in front of the car. And
And what level spell is that again? That's a second level. Okay.
yeah.
I'm checking my spell slots, that's why.
Zendel, give me a wisdom saving throw.
I rebel. I
DC
reach outside the wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, DC 16.
16.
How do we
Wisdom
know that
saving.
this Subaru doesn't come with anti-spike tires?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Not one. Oh,
Ooh.
Nothing seems amiss. Except that the car you're driving seems to be getting a little lower to the ground. You hear a hissing noise.
I look outside the window. Like,
Shanti
My car,
is
my
standing on the
Subaru.
steps of the museum, glaring at all of you.
I attempt to cast bark skin on the wheels.
Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh no!
Barkskin. Target a willing creature.
It wheels from me.
You touch
It's
a
a
willing
car, it
creature
doesn't
until the
have
spell
will.
ends. The target's
My
skin
will
has a
is its
rough
own.
bark-like appearance, and the target's AC can't be less than 16. Goes, oh my god.
Please
So-
allow
No.
us just to be funny.
No!
Please.
It already popped the
Make
tires. It's
call.
over.
Yeah, the tires are popped already, so you will be driving on flats.
Damn it.
But I suppose you can still cast it if you want. It just
I
won't do anything.
Let's see if it'll do anything. Maybe it'll have like a mini shitty wheel.
Yeah.
You
I start to,
cast
like-
it, and nothing seems to happen.
Damn it. Well,
Oh,
You
my
pop the
nose.
Subaru.
Shanti's
see-
just staring
I-
at Kara.
suppose I
She
did.
says nothing.
Do you dispel the spike growth now that the car's tires are popped?
I guess. For the safety. I guess.
That's probably a good thing. That'll hurt people.
Damn it,
She
now I
dispels
need
it.
to get a Dodge Challenger.
No.
Shanti's just glaring at her. Like with that warning mom look.
Azim just looks at Shanti and just like, hello, sways.
Get off of that.
Who is teaching him how to drive? I was teaching him how to drive and he was doing so well.
I would suggest not doing that in an underground city. Can you shut the fuck up and die a little later? God damn!
What?
So many
What's
fucking
happening?
ambulances today. What the shit biscuit? Okay.
Oh, it was an ambulance? Oh,
Or
okay.
a fire truck or a police car. I don't know. Either way, it's fucking annoying and it's been going on all day. And I'm gonna need them to shush.
I mean, all the dwarves seem fine with it.
Yeah.
I'm here on certain business.
Speaking of, did you find anything?
She
I
turns,
thought you came for the Subaru.
She looks at Brock and just goes, "There is no blood. I don't know what that thing meant by find your blood. There is no blood. Everyone's dead." And she just kind of at that point she dispels the spikes.
Shanti, what do you mean by that? Who told you that?
Oh, damn it. She kind of like doesn't know how to explain this because even in her head it sounds stupid as shit. So she just kind of extends her arm and is just gonna show him. I would like to show Elric the thing that I saw when I passed out after the worm tried to fucking murder all of us.
You do that, brain blasting Elric with
Brain
the memories. With the memories that you gained from when you were passed out. And as he takes a breath and takes that in,
Actually, I think this might be something that Kara can help us with.
Are we sure?
Well, actually, Kara, you remember the really tall dragon lady we were traveling with?
Actually.
Actually.
Oh yeah,
Is this the same dragon lady you were telling me about?
Yeah, she's really dangerous. Only speaks Draconic.
the one that punched you through a wall.
She did
Yes,
what?
that's... don't worry. It wasn't that hard. I was fine. It was more like a barrier than a wall.
You're not helping.
Well, anyway, in my travels, I've actually been learning a pretty good amount about, well, things that I didn't quite understand before. When they said find your blood, they might have been referring to, well, either another god or another... They're not quite gods. It's a bit hard to explain. Sort of like...
Faceless, creepy outer people that speak in riddles?
That's pretty close.
Until I get
But,
a better name, that's what I'm calling them.
More akin to the things that they create. If they were telling you to come here, it might mean that somebody else is down here. And from what I could glean, I think that the Dragon Lady might have been from here at some point.
There is enough space in fucking deep places of the mines. They have
No,
found
I'm not going down there. We're
way too
not
much shit
going
down there.
Shanti kind of like turns around and walks like pacing almost. She does not want to go that far down.
Well, if it helps, it definitely won't be the bottom. Hopefully, it won't be even remotely close to the bottom.
Penguin might be just walking among the city.
Well, worth a shot just to look around, I suppose.
What would we even be looking for?
I don't know. Just cast detect magic on everything and see who, I don't know, gives off more magic than I do.
And as you guys are saying that, you hear a crashing noise coming
no.
from nearby. It sounds like glass breaking. And
Shanti
it
kind of
seems
looks
like
up and just goes, what now?
it looks like a nearby tavern had somebody just get thrown out of the window. And you see them. It's not a dwarf. It's somebody very odd looking. Kitty, can you describe your character to the group?
No!
Alright. Well, Tyvar is sort of a fairly tall, beanpole-esque tiefling. They don't really have an aesthetic. Just sort of all over the place. They have a bit of jewelry, they have some rings, some limbs missing, a leg, a finger. Light orange skin and sort of even lighter, sort of blonde hair. Yeah, and sort of stubby little horns. Also uneven, but yeah.
So the aesthetic is fuck this shit.
Yeah. So it's just there was a person and they once had an aesthetic, but then they sort of fell into like a cave of artifacts and several just attached to them, and then that's them now, I guess. Yeah.
Do you want to explain what the artifacts look like that are attached to you?
So, well,
I know you have a list.
I know. I'm sorry. There's a cat beside me, and she is needing
Wants
attention,
attention.
and it's very distracting.
Aw.
But so the first and most notable thing is their leg, which, well, first of all, it's like the actual leg ends mid-thigh, and then it continues in a sort of spiral of white metal, as
Ooh.
best I could describe it. And sort of ends in a very thick boot. But they put that boot on, but yeah.
Yeah,
And
this person,
there's- Hmm?
this person really sticks out like a sore thumb. Every part of them looks like they're decked out with artifacts that look very unusual.
Shanti looks at Brock and Elric, kind of just gives them a fucking Christ kind of look, just exasperated, and she starts walking towards the tavern and towards the person that's clearly not a dwarf and, might be this blood person.
You see the white-haired woman walk towards you after you've been thoroughly thrown through a window.
Ouch. Hello? I can can I help you? I'm sorry. I don't know why they threw me out. I swear I didn't do anything.
Shanti's gonna say nothing and just cast Detect Magic.
You do that,
They glowing.
this person lights up like a neon sign. They are teeming with magic.
Shanti extends a hand and is offering to help them up.
I will grab it gently and get up and sort of dust up the very, very shabby clothes. And then, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
What was said before you were thrown out a window?
Well, makeshift.
Yeah, make sure
Uh,
you're gonna have to
don't-
give it to him.
Oh yeah. So right as you're saying that, a dwarf kind of forcefully pushes past the doors of that tavern. They were just swinging doors, and they look around like straight over to where the window was, and he goes,
Oh, well, what would you do before you talking to us? I'll tell you what they were doing. They were trying to touch this.
and he points at his back, and it seems like he's like has a whole. It looks like a keg made of metal, or like a brewing stand of some kind. It's like a big metal cylinders on his back. It's like nearly the size of him in height, but it's a bit slimmer.
I think wandering hands isn't exactly a reason to toss someone through a window.
It's very, very shiny.
And I
And
don't
very,
think you
very-
should be putting your hands on other people's things.
They,
And very,
they sort
very
of put their
dangerous
hands behind
things.
their back.
What's dangerous about a metal keg?
This isn't a keg, you know. It's highly explosive.
And you brought an explosive into a town center. Why, exactly?
Because it's legal for me? Look, it's not a bomb, alright? It's technology I'm sure you don't understand, but it's not the sort of thing I want Butterfingers there reaching around and touching.
Shanti looks a little bit offended, and she just goes,
We literally have a car. What are you talking like? Oh, I have thing go boom. We have a thing go vroom. But what are you talking about, Chief?
Shanti kind of
Take
cocks
your
her
ass back.
eyebrows at him, and it's just going, I still don't think it's a reason for tossing someone through a window. Perhaps next time using the words, hey, don't touch that might help?
You know, that might help. Clearly you've never had to deal with this kind of riffraff before. Fancy pants living over in Vestia where everybody's all goody two-shoes. He starts wandering away.
Oh,
What's
Shanti
this?
looks pissed as fuck, and she has to turn to Brock to just be like, I'm gonna smack him. This is why I don't come back here ever.
He like wanders past seeing the car, and he's like,
What's this all about?
Hey, don't
No,
touch
she's
that,
just
she
showing-
It's a
says to
Subaru.
him.
I can look with my eyes. I've never seen something like this before. Is this metal? Glass? Hey, you.
you see him look up at Elric.
What? Something on my face? Where you from?
He just raises an eyebrow and silently looks at him.
Right then, Mr. Personality here. How are you there? You look familiar.
I'm assuming he's gesturing to Brock.
Yeah,
Oh.
my bad.
Hold on 1 second. I've heard many people say that before. That was very. Word.
Familiar face?
Yes. God, fuck.
You're okay.
Oh, and meanwhile, while this stuff is going on, there's now some chimps have appeared,
What?
as
What
summoned
the
by
fuck?
Zendel.
What the fuck? Wait.
And they're all kind of like working to get like tires off this thing and try and replace them. And people are still watching in awe because this is just the most. This is the thing they have never
Observe
seen
thing.
anything like this.
Okay. Shanti turns to Elric and just goes, can you please deal with that We're already attracting enough attention.
Yeah, sorry.
He like looks around and tries to take in the like what he's supposed to do, and just goes like,
Kara, could you teleport this car, or maybe I can't really drive it.
and he's still trying to figure out like, how should I do?
We can't.
Meanwhile, the dwarf is just like,
That's some fancy armor you got on there. Real expensive looking. Nice gauntlet, too. Plus, you got an entourage clearly from Vestia. If not just some riffraff from who knows where. You know, I once heard about some dwarf who up and just fucked off a long time ago. Went to go live in Vestia. Got some nice cushy job there. That ring a bell.
Last I heard, that wasn't just one dwarf that did that. But yeah, I think I know the guy you're talking about. He works for me.
Are you disguised right now, or do you?
No, because I did not expect to actually need to unless we actually go to the guilds. So right now I'm still Brock.
Right then. Well, whatever. What brings you here anyway? Don't you got some important things to do back in Vestia?
I am here on official business, and I am afraid that is above your pay grade.
He looks over towards the monkeys trying to pull a tire off his car he's never seen before, and goes,
Oh,
That
real
is-
official.
That is not part of our business. That is the bird. And I just point to Kara.
Right then. Well then. I'm going back to drinking.
and he walks back into the bar.
Shanti's eyes follow him the entire time, and part of her really wants to just let loose and be that angry teenager she was when she lived here, and she's just like, nope, I'm better than that, I'm not gonna do it, and she just, like, her hands are in fists, and she's just very shaky.
And as you kind of like make eye contact with him again, before he just kind of like side-eyed you a bit, but as he got a little distance from you and then turned around, you notice there was kind of this like odd sort of glimmer in his eyes. Not as if it was like light hitting him, but it almost seemed like a glow coming from him. Can't quite put your finger on it. He's got like a lot of all this armor he's wearing almost seems to be like dulling something underneath the armor. But his eyes do seem to have a tiny bit of a glimmer to them when you look straight at them.
What did you say your name was again?
As he's waddling through the door, he goes,
Didn't tell you.
and he walks right back in with that big thing on his back clanking around.
Shanti turns to Brock and goes, "This is why I don't come back here."
So
As
I
in
had to
Jim.
live here for.
I've always gone
Over
by
100
now. I was going to
years.
say, what will happen if I were to just like throw a dart on the barrel?
Please don't.
On the-
It's
No.
fucking explosive.
On
He
the
was being
barrel?
mean.
It's
Yeah.
explosive.
The
Okay. Okay, Streaky, I'm gonna tell you, if you did that to something like a propane tank here, you
Yeah.
would kill everyone in the vicinity. Don't
But he was being
do
mean.
that. It
But
sucks to suck.
Azim doesn't know what a pressurized canister is.
Please don't throw a dart. You will kill
Also,
all of us. That is
you could
explosive damage.
You could also clearly see that the top of it was opened. So whatever he's talking about, you've never seen any explosives that are contained inside of an open container. So
Oh my god.
No,
So-
don't worry. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do
Okay.
it because I know that's dumb. It just
Okay.
sounds funny. Like, what if I throw this?
Besides, you're at the car. You're dealing with the fucking monkeys,
monkey?
apparently. What's
Kara
going
is
on?
going to shrink down the
Yeah.
car to like the size of a Hot Wheels
Uh,
and give it to Zindel.
I was
You
gonna
do
ask,
that.
it's like, are the monkeys moving? Like, they're changing tires, but are they moving at like NASCAR proficiency, or they're just a bunch of munchies like slamming like
They're
fucking
monkeys!
like shit?
What do you think a monkey is gonna do with NASCAR-like precision and speed?
It's just a bunch of monkeys. This Zendel Leo's like, all right, guys, go, and it's like,
Zendel, give me a d20 roll to see how good the monkeys are at changing the tires.
please, that 20 right
I
now.
hate
all in-
this
they're all in pit
so
stop
much.
uniform.
I want this to be clear. I hate this.
They all have
You-
pit stop uniforms, by the way.
Yeah.
Pit stop uniform.
Yes. Please.
15. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
I gave them good instructions.
Mhm.
They I can
15.
see.
I feel like that would be like
This is
they
why
know
we
what
need to
they're
roll
doing,
20
but not
children.
as. I feel like that's like they know what they're doing, but not as fast as like NASCAR. It would be funny if like the chins just out of nowhere
It's not
just
NASCAR, it's like fucking ASCAR, the knockoff brand. It's the Walmart brand
Yeah.
NASCAR.
like they don't have like the fancy like spinny gun thing that remove the balls. They just slowly like Turn the knobs.
Turn the knobs with their fucking hands.
One of them's carrying a tire, one of them's running like the cross wrench.
Now, here's the question: does car shrink the monkeys with the car?
Oh my god.
They're not inside.
the mini monkeys.
Now you have mini
They're doing-
monkeys repairing the mini car.
She shrunk it after it is fixed.
So
Oh, okay.
We're fixing it on the background. You guys are having this
the
deep
monkeys,
conversation.
the monkeys are not particularly proficient. They don't have that NASCAR precision, but they're kind of like getting at unscrewing some things. It almost seems like you summoned some like, should I even? It seems like you summoned some like non. It didn't look like they were regular chimps. It seems like you just summoned some like Hadozi characters, and they just kind of
Hadozi?
knew how to do that job. I was pondering if I should bring the Hadozi race into this, but I'm like, I'll Feywild. I'll figure something out. They seem to kind of know how to do the job, but they didn't really seem like too good at it. They've never seen a car like this. Also,
Or a car at all.
I just sneezed so much that my hands feel a little bit numb. Who wants to go on a quick break for the
You
bathroom
know what?
breaks?
We'll, since we just got Kitty here, yeah, let's take a little break.
Going to get
Yeah.
ice cream.
Oh my god.
What's mean?
All right, we're going on a break. Achoo! You guys. Okay. Welcome back, friends, to Untold Realms. We have just shrunken the car, and Car has handed it to Zendel. That's all I know. Makeshift, take it away.
Word. So, the car shrank, and this now, that dwarf who just kind of waddled back in. Zendel, you were able to see something on him with Detect Magic.
Yo, his Detect Magic has definitely run out. It's mine that was up.
Oh, never mind. Shanti.
It has been way longer than 10 minutes for that fucker.
Your Detect Magic was able to pick up something on him, and that's that, he seemed to have this kind of, like... most magic usually, like, emanates from people when they're magical, but his magic seemed to be mostly in his hands, and also, it seemed like it was being stored in a pouch he was wearing. But the thing on his back did not seem to be magical.
Shanti watched the dwarf as he went into the tavern, and she just kind of... She's suspicious of him, but she's not suspicious enough to follow him. So she just kind of huffs and turns to... How do you say his name? Tyvar?
Mm-hmm.
Tyvar.
Yeah.
And she turns to Tyvar and she looks at them and just goes, "So... She kind of looks them up and down and looks at all like the leg and all the artifacts that they've got on them and just goes, "How on earth did you come into the possession of? Dear God, these are some powerful artifacts. How do you have these?"
Tyvar is a bit distracted. They sort of, like, ever since they first saw Elric, they sort of took a double take and then just stared at him for a bit.
Shanti
And
cocks
then-
an eyebrow.
Turned back to her. The artifacts?
Yes?
Oh, you mean my shinies? Yes.
Sure, your
Um,
shinies. How did you get them?
Well, which one? Cause I mean the ring I actually don't know. But the leg, I went into like a big hall, and then there were artifacts there, and there was this very pretty glove, and then I touched it, and well, then there was a loud sound, and then pain. I probably shouldn't have started with that one. But yeah, essentially, I touched things and then they don't let go. Yeah.
I'm gonna try something. Shanti extends her arm to Tyvar and kind of points to her forearm and just says, "Let me see."
Do you want me to touch you?
She gently reaches out, takes with her free hand, gently takes their hand, and puts it on their forearm, on her forearm. So Tyvar's hand is on Shanti's forearm.
Mhm.
Uh,
They let her run.
Shanti is then going to basically look through as many memories as she can of Tyvar getting the artifacts.
Okay, which one do you want to know?
She's just gonna look through basically all of it. It's like watching a YouTube video on fast forward. So she's just seeing like real quick clips of each of them, essentially.
All right. So, like for the little, they have a little golden earring with a green gem encased in a little dangly chain below, and you see like a witch's hut, and then a lot of jewelry there, and then like a mirror of them just wearing the jewel and them sort of trying to pull it off, but it doesn't want to go away. And then the tattoo on their lower arm, I don't know which one because I don't know left and right, but it's they were in a house. It was raining
It would be your left arm.
outside. We think their left arm, and it was raining outside, and someone let them in, and they were looking around and sort of accidentally smashed a vase, and then this magic just sort of curled around their arm and made that tattoo on their arm, and then they were thrown out.
Okay, a makeshift.
Yes.
Can I tell if they are of either godly, outer godly, or primordial magic, or is this just some fuckery that they've just picked up?
Specifically because of the magic that you possess and who you are right now, or like the powers you now possess after the previous arc, you can very clearly tell that this isn't the influence of like the chaos gods or the creation gods. This is very clearly from the eternity gods.
Shanti sighs and pulls her arm off of Tyvar's and just goes, "They aren't what we're looking for."
Oh, I'm sorry. If
It's fine,
May-
it's not your fault.
May I ask a tiny thing? More or less.
Of course.
Why do you travel with the king of the Fey Realm?
Wait,
Shanti,
what?
Shanti turns and looks to Elric and just kind of goes,
It's my brother.
Elric, you catch Elric's attention by saying that, and he looks at you for a moment and goes,
Oh, wait a second. Actually, yeah, I think I remember you. Good lord, how'd you get all those artifacts attached to you?
You remember me?
I have a pretty good memory.
Well, it sort of happened, I guess. They just like me, maybe.
you know
Yeah.
them?
Well, I know a lot of people from the Feywild, and, well, it's more accurate to say a lot in the Feywild know me. And I even know this one slime that lives inside of a frog, so... Like,
You're
I don't
telling me
remember
that
his name,
story
though.
later.
Oh, yeah, he's a funny...
What's your
funny
name?
creature.
And Shanti turns back to Tyvar.
Oh, my name is Tyvar. Just Tyvar. I don't know if I have a last name. But
How long
yes,
have you been here? In
I
Diriona, I mean.
Oh, I think 3 days, something like that. Yeah.
She's kind of like... She's not
Sorry.
suspicious of Tyvar, but she's definitely like, this child is going to get killed if I let them wander around.
Another child to adopt.
So, what is your name, if I may ask?
Shanti looks around to see if there's anyone in the vicinity. Is there? Makes it...
there's the party kind of standing around you, but
Yes, the party, but like, is there any other Diriona citizens?
oh no, there's just like a few dwarves nearby, but not like close.
Okay. She kind of leans in a little bit and goes, my name is Shanti. That's Brock, Asim, Zendel, Elric, and over there is Kara.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. Truly, yes. I don't quite know how exactly I got here, but, maybe you seem like very nice people. Could you show me the way out? Or something like that, maybe?
Yes. Oh, what?
I looked to Kara, but I just do that. I'm like, that's it.
Oh, you just burp at
That's it.
Kara?
Yeah, burp. Well, no, well, perfect. I was gonna say like, Kara, you. Nah, never mind.
Roll for damage.
Don't. No.
The stankiness of the fucking burp.
I had an idea. I was like, what if Kara was
When you need the
next?
Subaru the most, the Subaru will come back.
Oh my god.
That's not what I meant, but you know that's fine too. It's cool. But yeah, go on, Shanti.
Hour of greatest need, in your hour of greatest need, the Subaru will appear.
I hate this so much.
I love it.
Alright.
I love it. I don't care what you're saying, right? I love this shit.
This is
I mean,
Dungeons and Dragons. Anyway, Shanti turns back to Tyvar and just goes, yes, the problem is we're not leaving until we find someone.
That's okay. I can help. Maybe. I'm good at doing things sometimes.
All right, we could use another helper.
Wonderful.
Just try not to touch random things.
They look a bit ashamed, like they want to say something, but then just never mind.
Aw.
Shanti gently pets Tyvar's head, like awkwardly, and just goes, "It's all right. Just
Well,
don't lose a hand."
I'll do my best. It's
Shanti kind of then turns
they
back.
Sort of,
Oh, what? Sorry.
they sort of hold their hand closer with. Like, they have one hand with one of their fingers missing,
Oh.
and just sort of hold that closer.
Shanti turns back to are Brock and Elric still kind of standing next to each other?
Yeah, but Elric seems fixated on like the bar. He's been staring at that for a while.
Are you hungry?
What? No, just
Thirsty?
something bothered me. I need to go talk with that dwarf now.
You saw it too, then.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think we might have a lead. Whatever is in here. If not, I certainly need to talk to that one.
All right, then that's our next move. And Shanti turns and looks to Azam and Zendel and Kara and just goes, "We're going in there. Feel free to join us. Or stay here and don't destroy the city."
Well, we might drive through it.
No
Boy, won't-
driving.
That-
Shanti kind of like rubs her face and she walks over to that like
Is that a
trio.
law?
She walks over to them and walks up to the trio and just goes, "We are trying to not attract attention. They don't exactly like me or Brock here. So please,
All right.
don't attract
right.
attention to yourselves. Okay?
No car.
Thank
car.
you.
So, Kara, about that motorcycle.
No."
And as you're talking,
Shanti's
had
gonna turn
started
around and
walking-
go back
tank.
into the bar.
A tank.
Elric had also started walking towards the bar, but right as he was about to get to the door, they swing open again, and that dwarf with like the big keg on his back, like the metal one, is standing there again, and he just kind of like makes awkward eye contact, looking up at Elric, and just goes,
Well, the fuck do you want? Find something there on the ground?
and he like walks around Elric and like starts walking away in like some other direction. And Elric
Shanti
calls over and
watches him.
he says,
Hold on a second, dwarf.
he stops.
What? I think you might have something that we need. Oh, and what is that? A fucking autograph?
How can I blow him up?
Shanti scoffs at him just a little bit and is just like, fucking rude as shit. She doesn't say anything, she just makes a scoffing sound.
He says,
That thing on you. I can see that you're carrying objects that have a lot of magic packed into them. Do you by chance work for one of the guilds in town? Oh, yeah? And what's it to you? Hmm? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Makeshift.
but yes,
Can I be a sneaky little serpent?
yes.
Can I cast the mind reading?
Yeah, sure.
Like a little snack.
I'm gonna cast. Where is it? I can't send it in the fucking Roll20 chat because it won't pull up Shanti's thing. But I am going to. Yes, detect thoughts. I'm going to cast that. I can send the description in the chat though.
Makeshift should be able to click on it as well in your character sheet,
Oh yeah.
if you would be so kind to open it.
Let's see here. I have to scroll really far because there's a lot of characters.
There
Yeah,
we
she's
go.
down at the bottom. I ordered them all alphabetically. Because I'm a
And-
fucking nerd.
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 Oh yeah, the spells are like up at the top, right?
Yeah, spells, and then detect thoughts is a first level spell. Those should also be ordered alphabetically.
You're busy with books while we have zooms.
It's a second level spell.
Ah, oh,
There we
thank
go.
God, then I still have one of these left.
Detect thoughts. Range self, target self. For the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures. When you cast a spell as your action on each of your turn, until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. Intelligence 3 or lower, doesn't speak language. I'm pretty sure this gives you this is the one that gives you their emotional state and surface level thoughts, as well as more detailed info about what they're thinking.
Yes, it's more surface level, and Shanti's kind of like wanting to see if she can figure out if the items are dangerous or not.
You do that, and based on, because he just heard Elric mention the thing that he's carrying, he thinks about them, and you can see that he's thinking about how they are in fact explosive, but not necessarily the way that they aren't bombs,
Mm-hmm.
but they do ignite very easily. And what he's carrying is a kind of cannon on his back.
Shanti dispels the spell and just kind of looks at Elric and... Oh, wait, I can do this! Hold on! I have a feature! I have a cool-ass little feature! This is... Oh my god.
Oh?
Is it mine? Please. Where is it? This is all my druid shit. Spellcasting, arcane recovery, arcane tradition. Then it's mine. Racial traits. Mind link! It's a racial trait. I'm going to send it in the thing. Copy. Yes, I have to do it this way. Okay. There's my mind link in the chat. Ignore the random letters there.
What's the source?
It is a racial trait. It's a Kalistar source.
You can speak telepathically to any creature you see within 120 feet of you. You don't need to share a language with the creature for it to understand. The creature must be able to understand at least one language. You do that.
And I am basically going to tell Elric what he's holding, which is cannon and I'm going to assume ammo for the cannon.
You tell him that. And then he looks back at the dwarf and kind of ponders what to say for a moment. That's a strange amount of firepower to be carrying around. You're part of the guild, aren't you? And the dwarf just kind of looks silently back at him with a bit of a grimace. Like I said, what the fuck do you want? An autograph? Jeez. If you really want to bother me this bad, at least do it when I'm on the clock and I don't have to work. Alright? And he starts walking away, over at the Spelunking Guild.
Shanti looks at Brock and she's just like this close to smacking the shit out of a dwarf.
Iva just says
He
quietly
looks
under their breath.
very much both pissed and nervous at the same time.
What were you saying, Kitty?
Iva just quietly says under their breath, "How dare you talk to me like that? He's
Shanti grabs Tyvar's arm before they can say who Elric is and just tight squeeze.
no."
She
So,
just shakes her head at Tyvar and is just like, don't.
oh, okay. Okay. And they just sort of shuffle a tiny bit closer to Shanti and stay quiet.
She quickly relaxes her grip. She was not doing what Brock was doing earlier, Mr. Stanky Pants. And she releases her grip and just gently pats Tyvar's arm before, pulling her hand back.
You do that. And Elric kind of looks around at the group and just kind of gives a shrug like, well, good enough place to start, I guess.
And where's the Spelunking Guild? And Shanti kind of turns and looks at Brock. He'd lived here longer, so he'd probably know.
I assume it's in the lower levels.
It's kind of close by. Like, you know where it is, but you also know it's like a newer guild that was formed recently due to like some sort of event that was occurring with an area of the city that's like made more of it like difficult to live in. But you don't know too many details since you haven't really kept in the loop here.
I just look at Shanti and I'm like, this was after my time here.
Great. Now we have to ask for directions.
Oh no, he does know where the building is though.
Oh, okay,
He just
thank God.
doesn't. He doesn't know where. Like he doesn't know too much about it though.
You're
think it
gonna
should
have to
be
disguise
somewhere
yourself, aren't you?
That direction. Is the other dwarf still there while she's saying this?
No, he's walked off.
Yeah, he's walked
Really.
off.
Okay,
I wouldn't
good.
say that in front of him.
Yeah.
I pull out what looks to be. Oh, what the fuck did I wrote it down somewhere. I pull out one of like Vestia's emblems and just stick that on like the front of my armor. And like tap it lightly, and I transform. Like
Holy
I
shit.
cast Disguise Self, and you recognize this as being like my right-hand man in the Artificer Guild. Charles? Did I say
Yeah, you said it
Charles?
was Charles.
Charles, yes.
Does Charles know
Slightly
about
taller.
that?
Oh. What did you say?
Does Charles know about that?
He will.
Okay. Shanti kind of just chuckles and shakes her head and is just like, which way did you say it was again?
Right this way. And I start walking towards it.
You do that, and Elric follows along.
Shanti follows Elric. And she is staring at him because now it's finally coming to a small resting point and she's realizing, hey, I can see that ass in 4K now.
Oh my god.
Is Shanti just doing that, looking at Elric's ass, just doing that lip bite thing, like,
A little bit more subtle than that, but essentially.
Jeez, you do that?
Hey, she can see him for the first time ever.
True.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Shanti's like, damn,
Am
that's
I still
daddy.
going to have to remind you people she was blind?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I have to remember now, because before you're like, she's blind, and now you're like, oh no, she's not blind. It's like,
Now it's just like she was blind. This is new.
oh my god.
Yes.
And that's why she's staring at Elric's ass.
Uh-huh. The forbidden view.
This sounds like some religious shit. I was blind, but now I see.
The Lord has come.
I mean, I'd be willing to bet money people will start a religion about Shanti in the future.
Yeah, we'll see.
In the year 3000.
And so you all follow the leader, and Brock leads the way over to this somewhat newish guild, the Spelunking Guild, which looks to be a repurposed, like, there was probably a different guild building here before that just like went out of business and they took over it. And it looks pretty ordinary. Like, it seems like it's not it doesn't have any large faculties built into it that are particularly unique. It just seems to be like a housing space for the people who work in the guild. but it is clearly labeled as the Spelunking Guild.
Shanti stays behind Brock, not wanting to take the lead here, since this is more his area. The dwarfs would probably respect him a little bit more than they'd respect her, which is, respecting a turd a little bit more than a stinky turd.
Brock will kind of go towards them and just say, there goes nothing. And he will enter.
You do that, stepping through the front door, and as you do so, there seems to be some chit-chat around the room that all quiets down like a little bit as they look over towards the door, but doesn't like halt, They just kind of keep on going. Like, this way and that, there's plenty of people talking. Looks to be that there's a lot of people who have gear on designed for mining, but they're like sitting around and relaxing, probably at the end of their shift or about to start their shift. And scanning the room, you quickly spot the one guy who had the cannon on his back. And as he sees the door swing open, he looks over his shoulder and gives this like, god damn it, look. And he picks up a cup that he had in front of him. It looks like he was talking to some sort of receptionist. And there was some paper in front of him, like he was probably taking a job. And he just starts knocking back a drink that's in front of him. And he goes back to, he stumbles towards some table nearby to sit down.
Shanti rolls her eyes at him.
Elric begins walking over to him.
Do I recognize anyone in the room? I would like to at least take a quick look around.
At a quick glance, it's hard to tell, especially among the people who are wearing equipment. But it does look like there's a few people on the upper floor who are eating something. You feel like you recognize a few familiar faces. So it might be that a guild you used to work for had probably most of the people who worked in this previous guild just started working for this one when the previous one went out of business.
Okay. Alright. I will then follow Elric.
You do that. And as you get closer to the this dwarf that's seated, he kind of slurs his words a bit, but gets out oh, fucking course, you followed me. Alright. What is it that you want? And Elric speaks up and says, well, you are a bit different from most of the people I've seen here. Can you tell me about yourself? Oh, so you do want an autograph. Listen. I've got a busy day ahead of me, and I don't exactly want to get bothered, so... And he just starts looking around in a daze, and then back at his cup. And he just Elric's excuse me. You awake? Oh, you're still here. Alright. Tell me, what do you want? Well, you see, I'm here with some others that, Shanti, she's searching for some of her relatives, I think. Do you know anybody who's got particularly good magic abilities? Particularly good magic abilities in Diriona. Good lord. Can't you just go looking for a drink or something? It's that easy to find. Can't say I know anybody. Unless you count myself, but I'm just your average engineer. Dwarfs. Nothing particularly special about me. And then, as you're talking, this other dwarf kind of walks into view, and he speaks up and he goes, "Hey there, who's this group? Dolgrim. Well, they followed me from my house this morning. Well, how can I help you, gentlemen?"
Shanti turns to the older, or the dwarf that just came in, the one that's not drunk as a fucking skunk, and she turns to him and just goes, "I'm looking for my relatives, people that might have particularly good magical abilities. They might be, I'm not exactly sure. They're just not in the records, and I'm trying to find them. Would you perhaps know somebody like that?" And she sounds really short because she is this close to going off on this drunk-ass fucker.
And the drinking dwarf, he starts to say something, and the one who's standing up cups his mouth quickly.
She
Just
turns and glares daggers at the drunk dwarf.
And he's still out of it a bit, and he's still got that glow from his eyes. And the one who's standing up just goes, well, if you're looking for your mother and she's even half as pretty as you, I'm certain I'd recognize them, especially if they were a proficient magic user. Can you tell me anything about them?
Shanti kind of grits her teeth a little bit, especially about the whole mother word. And then she's like, "Probably dark hair, Kalistars, most likely." She kind of shrugs her shoulders. "From what my mother said, we used to live... where's the abandoned area again? Makeshift."
You used to live right outside the doors, but the abandoned area is
Yeah,
inside
she
the
used to
mountains.
live outside the doors, but from what her mom told her of her family, that's what she's trying to go off of.
Oh, it's just called the abandoned district at this point.
Oh, okay. Well,
District.
okay, so Shanti just continues. They might have lived somewhere, I don't know. I think they're calling it the abandoned district now. We might have lived over near that area.
Oh, the Kalistar. It does ring a bell. Now, unfortunately, I only know one person who's skilled, proficient in navigating that area. You see, the Spelunking Guild was needed to be formed because of that area. You see, there's some rumors going around that place. Something's in there killing people who go in, and well, that's the theory since nobody's been coming back out.
So that's why they call it abandoned.
Indeed,
just
people
thought
got
that
a
was
bit
an
too tired. Oh no, whatever's going on there is no accident. Something dangerous inside there. However, that was also the main entrance to the old mining guild's workspace. You see, used to be very good at just hauling around the heavy equipment in there, mining away all the material on the mountain, and then shipping it back into the city. But since that district became too difficult to travel through, we've had to change our plans. You see, now the guild that we work here is focused more so on exploring naturally formed caverns and caves and extracting the materials from those. We don't quite have the equipment we used to have, so it's been the new focus of this business.
Are
But-
there any ways to get into the abandoned district now?
Well, yes, it's as simple as just walking there. And if you want to stay safe walking there, I do know one person who used to work for the previous guild, who was quite proficient at getting through that city.
And who might that
And-
be?
You see the dwarf who's standing give this kind of like tense smile, and he looks over at the dwarf who's drunkenly sitting down.
Shanti just looks dejected. No.
Well, look on the bright side. No charge for the guidance. I need to keep this one moving. After all, he has a bit of a problem, and he like pulls the cup away a bit and like slides it away from him.
What'd you say, Yasha?
We're gonna be babysitters or no?
And then
Is he actually as good as you're claiming, or do you just need to pawn him off on someone?
Well, he's one of the finest engineers in the city. He invented that thing on his back. And it's hard to deny, he's a good explorer. And then the drunken dwarf who's like swats away his hand, he's like, get off my lawn, Gibran. Fine, trying to get rid of me? Cut me off? Alright, fine. I'll take him to fucking abandoned district. When they get themselves killed, don't go fucking blaming me.
Shanti rolls her eyes again.
Well, I think he's about to work off his own schedule, so well, he's willing to take you wherever you need to go down there now.
Fine. And Shanti just stares at the drunken dwarf, just very much debating whether or not to beat the shit out of him now or later.
And Elric thanks the dwarf from before and like asks who he is. And he goes, yes, I'm actually the head of this guild here. Do me a favor and try to keep him away from any alcohol. It doesn't mix well with that invention he's got. Gotcha, I'll keep that in mind.
Shanti glances at Brock and just kind of raises an eyebrow. It is just like, we really have to fucking use this guy.
Did you look at Brock and say that?
She didn't say it. She's just giving him very much of a non-verbal communication. Just fucking really. You know when you look at your friend when they're having a conversation with a douchebag and it's just like, am I the only one that does that?
No, I understand.
Oh my god, I was fucking muted.
Oh no.
Maybe.
Oops.
Brock will look back at you, like slightly shrug his arms and just gesture something very subtly in the sense of, I guess.
Shanti walks by Brock and leans down to like whisper in his ear, and she just goes, "If he gets us killed, I swear to God, I am haunting this entire fucking guild."
Understandable. I'll help you.
Don't worry, Shanti. I don't think we're in too much danger.
I'm going to get you a bell to wrap around your neck every time you sneak up behind me. It scares the shit out of me.
Are you talking about Elric?
Yes! She walked over to Brock, and then he's just like right there, and she's like, fucking Christ!
Hello.
She's still not used to using the eyes yet. She's like,
Sorry,
"Ugh."
Shanti. I have really good hearing.
Shanti wants
I'm
to
very aware.
know.
She gently reaches up and pats Elric on the arm and just goes to stand by the entrance, ready to leave ASAP.
And the
Hmm?
the
What?
dwarf
Kitty, what'd you
Yes.
say? Kitty was saying something.
Tyvar's just sort of following Shanti and quietly says like, so are we beating someone up? Are we fighting someone?
Not yet, but if he keeps acting like that, probably.
Oh, so maybe him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she just leans up against the wall and just waits.
And the dwarf drunkenly stumbles to the door and past you and opens it up and says, "All right, follow me." He kind of like straightens out his back a bit. It'll be a bit of a walk, and it's dangerous, so keep close. And he starts walking.
Shanti
Big
will
question.
only follow.
Am I gonna drop the illusion and just show him that I was disguising myself?
Surprise!
You show that to the dwarf who's drunk.
Maybe.
Well, here's the thing: the dwarf that's drunk has already seen Brock. Brock only disguised
Yes.
himself because he went into the guild. Maybe you
Does
could
he
like.
already know that though?
Probably not. He's fucking drunk as a shithead.
Yes.
Oh, he does? Okay.
No, he's very drunk.
Okay. Then I'd say maybe like scoot behind Henry, drop it, and then just like pretend to rejoin us.
Sounds like a plan. I'll try and do that. Yes.
You do that. And I'll say you do that pretty easily since this guy is drunk and leading the way and probably doesn't care to turn around. Then after...
Shanti's gonna walk behind Elric, just not wanting to be near that fucker.
Word. And I assume everybody follows along with the drunken stumbling dwarf.
Yes.
Yeah.
As the dwarf is walking, you're kind of walking alongside like one of the walls of the mountain. And he kind of points over towards these like cylinders against the wall that look like these tiny like cylindrical rooms. And he's like, "See those there? One-way emergencies only. Those are for getting just 1 or 2 people down as fast as possible. No mechanisms for pulling them back up, though. Too expensive. So, if you ever need to get away from something, only way to go is down. Keep it in mind, just don't step inside those unless you're willing to take the plunge."
Shanti just looks at him, looks back at him, says nothing.
And as you all keep walking for a while, it's kind of feels like you're walking down like a slope after a bit, and it seems like you're now in a lower area. The buildings, it's kind of hard to tell what defines one floor, but the buildings are starting to become less like grandiose and well carved, and looking a little more simplistic. And after like probably like 45 minutes worth of walking, you're starting to get towards what looks to be a less populated area. It's getting sparser. Does anybody want to do anything while they walk?
Fuck it.
I just do a detect magic every now and then. Scanning the area.
You do that, and there is nothing particularly magical around you except the people you're walking with.
Uh-oh. Heck yeah.
Word. Anybody else?
Asin just kind of just follows everyone while just looking around. Just like looking at all the buildings and it's just like, buildings.
Every once in a while, Shanti's just kind of like looking at Elric just because it's like, he, I can see now.
Like his pretty face.
Pretty much. She's just,
Yeah.
she's not really doing much. She just every once in a while just gets caught looking at him and is just like, yep, that's fucking nice.
I bagged a baddie.
Bag that baddie, bro. How'd you bag a baddie, bro?
I didn't do
I
shit.
didn't bag shit.
He gives,
Others just picked me up one day and put me on his shoulder.
he gives a smirk back every time he sees that. Anyway, as you all continue to follow the drunken, stumbling dwarf in front of you with the big keg on his back, you start to get to this area that just has, like, nobody in it, And he like says over his shoulder,
Ah. Now I think about it, we've actually been inside the district for about 10 minutes now. Probably should have told you that. Ooh, he like rubs his eyes. It seems like there's it sort of seems like there's some steam in this area that's it almost seems like it's acting like fog. It's starting to get a little bit thicker.
Hmm.
He calls over and says, by the way, don't worry about that. Just the moisture from deeper in the mountain. Just some fog. And he keeps on wandering.
How the fuck is he not falling down everywhere?
That's a good question. Maybe he's used to walking like this.
That does not help my suspicions.
I'm more curious about how something like that has a god seed inside of him.
She turns and looks at him and just goes, "What?"
Oh, you didn't realize? Oh, yeah. That glow coming from them. Didn't you see it in his eyes?
I did. I didn't realize that was... If he's the one we're looking for, I swear to God, I'm going to lose it.
Well, I'm not sure. It's just the same glow that's coming, though. The same glow that was coming from you. Way back when... Well... The whole thing with Leverton. And,
She's glowering at the dwarf.
I don't think that he's the one we're looking for, but... He certainly isn't... Well, just a nobody. I don't know why he
No,
has
he's
one.
an asshole. He's an asshole dwarf who clearly has a problem with a lot of people. And of course he has a fucking god seed in him.
Yeah, of all the people to have it, strange. Wonder what god he's supposed to become. Maybe,
The god of shitheads?
maybe. I guess we'll have to find out eventually. Oh, hey, by the way, I think I might have lost sight of him. The steam's getting kind of thick.
Thick.
Elric kind of like
Hey,
Elric like jogs ahead a bit faster towards what looks to be the shadow of the dwarf. And you hear him go,
Ah, shit. I can't see him here. Does anybody see where that dwarf went?
I'm gonna
I'm
look at
assuming
my
the answer is
spells
no.
to see if I can see if I have anything to fuck this up.
Question.
Just detect magic.
Can I use... We're in a fog, right? It's like
Yeah.
a thick fog almost. Can I sense anything with blind fighting?
where's that blind fighting feature?
You put it
I
in
just
your-
put it in chat.
You have blind sight within range of 10 feet. You can't sense anything in that radius. You seems
Okay.
to be like gone.
Okay, worth trying.
Makeshift.
Yes.
Is there anything on me?
On you as in
On me. In the most literal sense.
What is you?
I mean
That one snuck up on you, did it?
Bless you.
Okay, let me make this a bit easier for you. Remembering what Sinead said before, in their last conversation, before she gave Shanti the necklace, Shanti looks down at her chest. Is there anything there that I should be concerned about?
Bots.
I got it.
Murder.
Yeah. Murder.
Actually, I can't get it. Yasha,
Murder.
Murdered with fire.
take you, Yasha.
Murder.
Thank you.
Bot murder.
Okay,
Murder bots.
I think I'm
We do not
back.
respect bots' lives.
You okay?
Yeah, the sneezes just snuck up on me and started smiting me. Okay. Anyway. So you look down at yourself. I mean, you have that necklace on. You have your clothes
Yeah,
on.
Okay, so no red dots that Sinead mentioned?
I don't remember Sinead mentioning red dots.
She did. She said
or-
if you have a red dot on your chest, dodge to the left.
Oh, okay.
Talk about a
So-
sniper.
You look down, and it seems like one of the gems is glowing a bit red. And you look up. Or do you look up?
Yeah, Shanti looks at the gem, moves slightly to see if the glow moves as well, and then I look up.
You do. As you move, it seems like the glow is staying in one position. And then as you look up, there's like a glimmer in front of you. Do you keep moving to the left?
Yep, Shanti immediately skirts to the left. And also,
You do.
she's gonna basically like drop to one knee. So she's basically going left and down.
You do that, and as you do that, there's like maybe like half a second between when you stop feeling like that little red light glowing on you, because it strangely had kind of like a feeling to it, not just like a light shining on you. And then, right past your head, this thing zips through the air with a pretty fierce crackle to it. And about like 15, 20 feet behind you, a flash of lightning appears. It seems like something struck the ground and then lightning seemed to have come from it, if not hit it as well.
Shanti turns, looks at the lightning thing, basically like follows whatever just zipped through the air, and she shouts out to everyone. I don't know, like what to say. What do you fucking say? 'Cause did she know it was an arrow? Did she know it was an arrow? Was it an arrow?
It's-
Actually, I should be asking.
That the only thing you know that behaves like a projectile like that is an arrow or like a throwing knife.
Okay. She shouts out Archer, and just stays low.
You do that, and Elric, seeing the path of that beam of light, looking very confused since he has not seen many spells like that, looks in the direction of that light. Let me see. Mars, can you tell me if he sees anything? They're sending me a DM.
The DM has to ask the more DM DM.
The DM has to ask God a question.
Hey, oh god.
Gotta ask them about what their character is currently doing.
Tokyo drifting on a Subaru. Oh boy, I can't wait till we introduce guns to this
So,
game.
as Elric is like looking in that direction, you all see a very swift flash pass by him, but not like before. You can't quite discern what it was, but it looked like maybe something the size of a person. And it seems like it struck at Elric's neck, and he immediately falls to the ground, and like a very loud whacking noise hit him in the neck.
Fuck. Okay. We don't have initiative yet, right?
No.
Okay. Spells. Give me a second. I'm checking.
While she's looking at spells,
Yeah,
Brock
you do
will
something.
immediately jump into the line of fire between her and wherever the fuck that thing came from, and just pull up his shield and like hide behind it.
You do that.
Tyvar will cast mage armor and sort of get in position beside Elric and try to protect him.
I rev up the car.
The car is tiny. There's nothing you can do with it.
No.
You take a Hot Wheels out of your pocket.
I transform into a rat.
He throws it out like a Pokemon ball.
Okay. In the direction of the flash that smacked the fuck out of Elric, Shanti first yells out Elric, And then she puts both hands on the ground and casts Spike Growth once again. So there goes.
You do that.
Level.
And as you're casting
Actually,
Spike Growth...
really quickly, I would like to cast Spike Growth at... What is this level? Oh, fuck. Hold on. I fucked up something real quick. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to cast Spike Growth at 3rd level, if we can, please.
You do that, and you feel the magic successfully cast on the point at the ground, like in front of you, around you. How do you want to cast it?
She basically wants to cast it in a wall towards the flash.
You do that. And then, as you feel like the magic successfully take hold of the ground in front of you, there's this very loud, sort of thunderous noise that, like, slams at the ground very close by the group. And everybody give me a...
Oh boy.
This would be Constitution saving throw.
Fucking Christ.
Oh boy.
Con save, that's +2. 17.
8.
Hey, still rolling hard on the con saves.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, everybody, except for Brock, you all have, like, your eyes forced shut by the concussion, and, like, your eyes instinctively get closed and get knocked back.
Mm-hmm.
Brock, you get knocked back, but you manage to keep your eyes on what's going on, and also stay on your feet. Then, as things start to settle, you see that there was a figure that landed near the center of that, and they're now just looming over Shanti. And they don't seem to be doing anything, they're just standing there now. They didn't go in for a strike. And Shanti, when your eyes open, you see looming over you this very pale-looking individual who seems to be a changeling without their actual, like, shape-shifted form.
Okay, so the true form of a changeling.
Yeah.
Acting out of pure adrenaline, Shanti pulls her dagger from her belt and just thrusts it at the changeling.
You do that. Give me an attack roll.
It's not gonna hit their fucking...
Oh yeah, because I know what items this thing has on.
Yeah. That is a 16.
16. You thrust your dagger at them, and that dagger does, like, nothing.
Yeah.
Wait, Mars, does it... Hang on.
When we have to ask God what the fuck's going on.
Is disallowed.
So as you thrust the dagger at them, it seems like it passes through the armor and doesn't connect with, like, anything. Like, it just touches it. And, like, it's almost like you sliced at air.
Shanti kind of stares at it and just is, like, stunned at what she's looking at. Like, what the fuck? Is this a fucking ghost? So she's just stunned. She's just looking at the dagger and the figure and the dagger, and it's just like, what the fuck?
And you hear a loud crunching noise come from over where Elric was, and you can see that he, like, reached his hand behind his neck, and it seems like he, like, reset something in his spine as he, like, stands back up.
Did she fucking break his neck? Mars.
Maybe. Hit him real hard in the neck.
Shanti turns and looks at Elric and then looks back at the figure and just goes, like, she just thrusts her hands out, and it's just like, what do you want?
You were looking for me, cousin.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Shanti kind of stops and is just like, cousin?
Yes. He is also my cousin.
Shanti looks at Elric,
Me?
looks at the figure, and just goes, "What?"
Oh. I guess you must be similar. Takara keeps calling me her brother. Oh, I think we found what we're looking for.
Forgive me if I'm not really willing to believe that my cousin just tried to kill me.
You wouldn't have died.
You shot an arrow at me that exploded into lightning. How would that have not killed me?
If it wasn't you, it would have hit you.
You're making no sense. This is ridiculous.
Interesting way to test our identities. Is that what you were planning when you broke my neck?
She broke your neck?
Well, certainly moved one of the vertebrae into an uncomfortable spot.
Shanti stands up fully straight and is getting ready to cast an attack spell. You can either stop her or she can cast it. Pick
I thought
one.
you came here for answers.
And she kind of stops and like the magic kind of like fizzles away in her hand and it's just like, yes, I did. I came here for answers, not a battle.
Well, good.
Not that I care much, but what did you do to
And
the
yes,
other
Kara
dwarf?
is very much your sister Elric.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking what now?
Have you not met your mother?
I met my mother. She's dead.
Your other mother?
I don't have an other mother.
Shanti,
What?
I think she's
Are
talking
you not the
about...
daughter of eternity?
I think she's talking about what you showed me.
That's not a mother. That's some freaky god who speaks in riddles. And I can tell you right now, you and I aren't related. Or else we just broke some very important laws.
The daughter of creation.
Yep, that explains some things.
Is the son of chaos.
What? That's strange. I guess that explains what Kara's been saying. I always would have thought it would have been one of the creation gods, though. I'll have to look into that more.
This is
Also-
all a bit freaky. So you are the daughter of creation. Great. What are you doing here?
Protecting my sister.
Okay. And you did that by clearing out an entire section of Diriona and killing people?
That was more of revenge.
Revenge for what?
You were the one who got away.
That does not answer my question.
When? When the earthquakes, the landslides happened. My family was wiped out much like yours, but I didn't get to run away to some fairy tale land.
Excuse me? I'm going to give you 10 seconds to think about what you just said.
She chuckles a bit.
that switch, man. Damn it, you pulled me out of character. Fuck. That fucking switch, that is great. 10 out of 10, Mars.
You didn't have to go to an orphanage. Or where? You had to think every day about what you ate. About who would hurt you. I guess that's why I awakened so soon.
All right, that's it. I've had enough. I'm going home. I found you. Great, you're there. And apparently you are jealous as fuck. And Shanti turns around and starts trying to find the fucking dwarf.
It's foggy down here.
It's
Completely
foggy.
lost your direction. Like after that explosion, you cannot tell which way you came from.
She turns back on the creature, not on the creature, but just goes, "Where is it? He's guiding me out of here."
I'm pretty sure he's already out of here. It's very easy to lose your direction down here.
Shanti kind of is just glowering at the changeling and just says, "What do you want?"
Play mostly I'm just sad to see that the both of you refuse to awaken. I mean, the bird awakened very easily, but
You are talking nonsense.
Or do you mean Kara?
yes,
Ah,
cousin Kara.
Bless you.
wait, didn't you mention having a sister?
No wonder. Oh god, people are.
I mean, a lot of us are down here all at the same time.
Yes,
And
my sister is in a slumber at the very bottom of the mines.
should we be concerned about that?
I check on her every 6 months and she was fine. It is about time I check on her though.
Then maybe you should go check on her.
If I do that, how are you going to get out of here?
You're going to show us the way out first.
Oh god.
But it's been so long since I've seen some cousins.
If you wanted to see some cousins, maybe you shouldn't start off by insulting them.
And breaking their neck.
That too.
See Elric kind of like rubbing his neck.
Owie.
Owie, owie, neck go owie.
Let go.
Maybe I did hit him a little bit too hard.
Yeah. So.
Shanti,
uh,
do you know who your sister is?
I don't have a sister.
You can keep telling yourself that it's just going to make the whole process a lot more painful.
You keep saying process and awaken and things like that, and it doesn't make any sense. You are speaking nonsense. If you're talking about godhood, then I did just figure that out. Thank you very much, and that's why I look like this. And she, like, gestures to
You're
the
not a
wall.
god.
I'm not. What?
I'm pretty sure they are.
You are a denizen.
A
A
denizen?
denizen.
No. No. What even is a denizen?
Yeah, moreover, I can also sense the god of knowledge inside her. I even have the goddess of nature inside me.
She is holding on to that temporarily.
This mist must be a
Think
hallucination.
of it as of a manager holding on to a position until the right candidate comes around.
No. This is a hallucinogen. We're seeing things. We're stuck in Diriona and we're seeing things again. There is no way this is happening.
Then again, you showed me that vision. Eternity did mention that the god of knowledge didn't actually create you. He just thought he did.
I had been hit by a worm. I was on the brink of death. There have been reports of people seeing strange things before they die.
And then I told you to come here, and, well, lo and behold, we found, what's your name? Cousin?
You can call me Loon.
Loon. Alright. This all seems to check out a little too well to just be coincidence.
Shanti's kind of standing there looking between the both of you and just trying to find some sort of hole in this story and trying to, like, disprove it. And she looks pissed as fuck. Like, even more pissed than she was with, fucking what's his name?
You
Olarak.
should really talk to Sinead.
To be fair, I don't really want to talk to her right now. Sneef.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm pretty sure she has 2 children of her own.
Fucking what?
What? Since when?
It'll come out eventually.
Even more nonsense.
Oh my god. Jonathan. You got a blood transfusion from her. Don't tell me.
That doesn't make someone a son.
True. Well, Sinead certainly has a lot of explaining to do.
You don't seriously believe this, do you?
No, not really, but it is certainly catching my interest. I'm not just going to not talk with Sinead about this once we finally get back there. And speaking of which, can we leave now, or? What's the deal with you letting us out of here?
I might as well take you to see my sister before we go.
And why do we need to do that?
She just shrugs.
Great. You're not
It's not
changing
like you
your
have a
mind.
choice.
There is
Yeah.
always a choice.
She's definitely related to Kara. Fine. I'm alright with getting this over with as quick as possible.
Yeah.
No! I'm not going down there.
That's true. I can't exactly expect you to go deep into this mountain.
Besides, don't we have a dwarf that's now missing? Who was last seen with us? That's going to look quite suspicious.
True.
I did not kill him.
Wonderful, and you expect me to believe you? When you first tried to kill me and then snapped his neck?
I guess I have a track record to say.
Yes, venturing into a mine with a serial killer, that makes me want to follow you so much more.
It's not like you can die anyways.
I'm not the one I'm worried about dying.
And as you say that, you hear like a lot of crumbling noises coming from kind of like your right side. And it seems kind of like that's the area you came from. And like a lot of, it almost sounds like the aftermath of an explosion, but without the explosion noise. And a lot of like debris. You can hear like a lot of stone crumbling over in that direction for like about 30 seconds before it just like stops.
Shanti immediately gets stiff and scared.
Either way, we should
Well,
probably
that's the
go
exit.
home.
That was the what? Elric uses the create destroy water spell to like clear some of the fog. I gotta sneeze again so badly. I'm holding it in.
Hachu, do the sneeze.
bitch.
Fucking
That
sneeze.
Bless you.
Fucking
Sneeze,
sneeze.
coward.
I held it in.
Sneeze,
Fucking
coward.
sneeze.
Do it.
Sneeze, motherfucker.
No, we're good.
Flashbangers.
I got
Sneeze,
I
motherfucker.
I gotta rush
I guess
before
I
this
like
before it does hit me. I'm on a time limit.
He's out of time.
So you
He
see
can't
in front
hold
of
it
you.
any longer.
You can see like a bunch of rubble formed. It's very strange because you didn't hear any explosion, but a lot of rubble is like surrounding the area you came from, and it looks to be the path you came from since you can see the explosion from that arrow is kind of like in that direction. And it basically all but cuts off the area that you came from, about 100 feet away from you.
Shanti looks at it, looks at Loon, and she's immediately going to cast, let me see, hold on. It's gotta be one of these. She's gonna cast Mind Sliver at the rocks, trying to move them. And that is a cantrip, so I don't have to mark down any spells.
You do that.
Trying to basically go kaboom on the rocks.
You do that, and it lands on a rock, and it makes it shimmy a little bit. And puts a crack in one of the rocks.
She turns back to Loon and is this close to trying to hit her again. Where's another exit?
Well, we have to go down there for that.
That's not the only other exit.
Well,
Denial.
yes, so.
The Nile is a river in Egypt. Shanti looks at Loon, looks at Elric, looks to Brock, and is just like trying to find a way out of this situation. Her instinct is to fucking run. Where's that dwarf? He's got the cannon thing. He can blow a hole through that.
Knowing that drunk fucker, he's already gone.
Yeah, he was the one who set out the explosives, so.
Hey, what? I didn't even hear any explosives.
I mean, are you guys not piecing the puzzle together?
So, you told the dwarf to get us here and then to
No,
Trap
she is
us?
the fucking dwarf.
No, why would I tell the dwarf that?
I don't know.
If she
I'm
would
not the dwarf, I want that dwarf dead.
Makeshift.
Yes.
I have a question
Trying,
for
I
you.
have been
Hold
trying
on.
to kill that dwarf. For a long time.
Give me a second,
Oh
Mars.
god.
Give me a second, Mars.
I know.
Makeshift.
Yes.
In my looking at that book in the library,
Yeah.
you described something that a bunch of dwarves were standing around.
Yes.
When I read the mind of that drunken dwarf, any chance there might have been a similar shape?
No. He was thinking about the shape of the charges he had for his gun,
Mm-hmm.
his cannon, but they weren't really similar to the
Okay.
ones that you saw in that drawing.
Okay, thank
However,
Oh no.
you do have a clear view of like the rubble over there. There might be something worth noting.
Alright, Shanti's gonna walk over there then.
You do that. Give me an investigation check.
Investigation. That's a +8.
Yeah.
27. Dirty.
27. That is quite lucky.
I hit a 19.
Oh yeah. So, as you like step closer to it, some of the rubble kind of slides out of place as you like kind of push away a few of like the sandier bits. And you can see poking out of the rubble what seems to be one of those the tops of one of those cylinders.
Is he under it?
No, it just seems to be like
It's just a
One of
cylinder,
those-
it's not like a body.
yeah, it's just like a cylinder.
Okay. I would like to pick it up and look at it, please.
You do that. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Jesus Christ. Hold on, let me pull up my character sheet because I gotta look at the dexterity. +1. 13.
13. As you pick it up, it looks to be kind of candlepin bowling ball shaped.
Mm-hmm.
But as you're picking it up and like handling it, it seems you kind of hear like a clicking noise, and it sort of like stutters a bit, and seems like it lengthens for a moment, but then like some air sputters out the side of it, and like hisses for a while, and like shoots out like a bunch of air.
Is the air hot or is it just air?
It just seems to be air. You can't quite tell. It's very odd.
However, Brock, give me an investigation check.
Just gonna ask if I should take a look at it as well. Second. Investigation. That is not good. That's a 9.
You can't exactly recall what that gas is, but based on the coloration and how it looked like smoke without smelling like smoke, that reminds you of some prototypes you've seen that were meant to like that reminds you of some sort of like chemical projects you've seen worked on where they're meant to like create lots of gas. Like they expand quickly.
Okay.
Is it flammable? Do we want to test that
Oh.
theory?
Maybe.
Hey, Azim, do you
Yep.
want to test if it's flammable?
I'm mad. Let's see. What can I do that can start a
I'm
fire?
only going to say to Shanti, you might want to put that back on the floor. There's a good chance that that's explosive.
Shanti gently puts it back on the floor and backs away, still trying to figure out what the fuck Loon was talking about.
It's the barrel thing that was on the guy's back before, right?
Yeah.
No, that's a completely different thing.
Oh, okay. So, like, if I throw, like, a dart at it, would that work? Maybe?
No, it already released the gas. You need to find something to start a fire.
Ah, shit.
We're trying to test if the gas is flammable, not the object itself.
The gas is hanging pretty low to the ground on a stone floor. You might be able to strike a spark into it.
Okay, so, like, if I throw a dart, like, on the ground with, like, spark, would that work?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah? Okay, so
Shanti backs further away. Further away.
I'll just take out one of my darts and, like, throw it at the ground in the vicinity of the gas.
You do that. You throw a dart, kind of clangs against the ground, a little spark flies up into the gas. And as it touches the gas, it doesn't create an explosion quite like ones you've seen. It's more like it's a bit slower and more controlled. It's like a big puff of flame rather than like a loud explosion. It sort of smoothly but quickly burns away the gas in this kind of wubbing motion.
Let's see.
Shanti just kind of stares at it. Just like...
Quitty.
She turns and she looks at Loon and just kind of tilts her head and just goes... She just shrugs.
Well, great. Looks like we were sabotaged and somebody wants us down here.
I know exactly who wants us down here. And she's staring at Loon.
If they wanted us dead at this point, I mean, they could have done a better job.
Do I have to spell it out for you?
He points at his neck.
Spell what out?
Guy. That is the last guy on my list. Do you know why?
Do I look like I read your mind already? No, I don't know why. Because you like killing people? I truly don't.
He is the one that ruined both your and my life.
Shanti kind of stands there for a second, and her eyes kind of shift to the left as she's trying to, like, piece together what the fuck she's talking about, and she just goes, no.
And I feel like that's... Yeah, let's end the session there on a cliffhanger.
Oh my god, no, cliffhanger!
I set something on fire.
I'm proud of you, arson child.
Yay! I am happy.
Can you?
Also,
Oh god, I
worked
gotta
on a
fix.
car.
I gotta fix Mars's thing again. Oh no. I gotta fix
Oh,
Mars's
no.
thing again. This makes me so sad. I had Loon all ready to go on the other
Oh no,
rig.
I'm broken.
You're fine. I got you. Don't worry. She was all ready to go on the other rig. Now I'm sad. She looked so
It's
good
okay.
on the other rig. Whatever. Oh my god, that was so good! God, that argument between Loon and Shanti. I was not expecting to go that hard. Holy shit,
And
brother.
I only sneezed 20 times today.
Did you keep
Ooh.
track?
No, just a lot. I had,
Okay.
Someone is
sneezing
talking
fits.
mad shit.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like for the pod, we should have like a sneeze counter.
A sniff count.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming out to Untold Realms Rise of Vestia, Session 18, the start of the Diriona arc. We will be back next Saturday. I don't know when that is because I still have January on my calendar right now. Let me see. Today's the 11th. That means it'll be the 18th.
18th.
Thank you, Mars. The 18th, we will be back with Session 19, and we have... Do we have Path of Destruction on Tuesday?
Good question.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I remember Dade's mentioning Valentine's Day.
At the moment, yes, we do. We'll keep you updated if that changes. So currently, Tuesday is Path of Destruction, and then next Saturday will be...
You can come watch the dragon lady beat the shit out of somebody.
Oh yeah, that one's gonna be real fun. We get to watch the Dragon Lady fight.
Yeah.
Second lady.
Anyway, we'd like to thank Kitty for joining us today, and she'll be joining us for the rest of this arc.
Thank you for having me.
I don't have anything else. Anybody else have something they want to say?
No, I'm good.
Jet, anything you would like to say to the lovely humans and non-humans?
I think Jed is eating pizza right now.
Jet is
Quite
dead
possibly.
sad.
Correct.
Anyway,
correct.
thank you guys for coming out. We really appreciate it, and we will see you all next Saturday. Bye-bye now.
Oh, can we rate
See
the
ya.
karma?
See ya.
Bye.
Not
Bye.
gonna lie, I